Welcome back, everybody, to your favorite therapy session as you watch me freak out and try and get this shield. I gotta adjust the audio, turn it down a little bit, because sham farming is a loud business. Welcome, everybody. Make sure, get that away, that away. I think, oh, bam, run counter. Welcome back, everybody, to some sham farming. It's been a little while. Welcome back. We're on run. This will be 1321. Get situated here. We continue. How's everybody doing? We got a couple people in the YouTube. I'm not sure if there's anybody in the TikTok currently, but then again, the TikTok doesn't show things the most accurately, at least on the little TikTok live. Mr. Fatal, welcome, my friend. R.I.P. Rec Room 2016 to 2026. R.I.P. Commander Fatal, Todd, June 1st. I know. Those, I keep seeing videos on TikTok of people, they'd go to the rec center. Everybody would just collectively go to the rec center and wait for the maintenance messages to continue counting down, and then eventually people would just start disappearing from the crowd one by one because it didn't kick everybody out all at once. Sad times. I did see, though, and I really wish I kind of saved this video so I could remember the name of it, but somebody, either someone or multiple people, are recreating the game, so to speak. I'm not really sure how that's working technically, because they're using like actual Rec Room assets and everything, right? So I think it's legal as long as they don't make a profit off of it. But from the gameplay that I saw, when you like open the watch, it was like the little button menu that they used to have on there, which was a lot better in my opinion. So there could be hope there if they can get multiplayer working properly. I recorded my POV of the blip. Were you the last one to go, or were you kicked out early on? My father, Mr. Zach, welcome, my friend. How are we? Right at the beginning. Must be kind of early for you. Or, yeah, it would be early. I handed in 2 assignments today. Good job, my friend. Were they tough assignments? Were they long assignments? Probably just happy to have them done, though. Okay, I was gonna say, did I kill him? Did we get one? Wait, no, that's just shotgun ammo. What am I doing? Mr. Tokes Master, welcome, my friend. How are we? Yeah, 1:23 p.m. for. Okay, that's not as late as I thought it was, or early as I thought it was. I thought since 11:30 over here, and it would be like early in the morning, but I don't know. I feel like the time is different every single time you tell me, but that's okay. No sham right off the hop. We didn't get a sham last stream, so I'm really hoping. Mr. Swoop on TikTok, still no 94 sham? No, sir. I would not be on here if we did have the sham, so to speak. There's multiple people recreating it. Retro Rec. That might have been the one that I saw. Is the one I got invited to from some people in the clan community who recognize my seniority and efforts in the rec wars. Yeah, long but doable. I mean, you know what? They're not gonna give you an assignment that's not doable, I suppose. It's just you have to, stomach through it. There's also Vanilla and I think 2 others. Okay, I've like slightly heard of these, I think. I survived quite a bit eventually. I got booted to my dorm, then at 1:47 p.m. I got booted out of the game. Oh, they booted you to the dorm first. That's different. From what I've seen people doing, they got kicked out of the game immediately. Hey, last time I played Borderlands 2, I've been getting straight up legendaries after legendaries. You sure you didn't install a mod and forgot about it? Do pearls drop on the PS Vita version? In fact, they do. I think last sham stream we did, we got a pearl. We got a, I think we got a bear cat. I'm not sure. I think we got a bear cat. I didn't pick it up because I already have one. But I'm pretty sure the bear cat is the most common of the pearls to drop. That or the Jacob's pistol that you can get. Crappy one. But I start my first day back at work tomorrow. I mean, circle of life. End of Rec Room, back at real work. I've been playing Limbo on the Vita. What was Limbo? Was it the one where you're like the giant black fuzzball and you like fly? Is that Limbo, or am I thinking of a different game? I might be thinking of a different game, I'm not sure. I see all the chats, give me 1 second. Uno momento. Alright. 2 quick phases to start. I don't literally use mods on the old PS3. I mean, you can mod it, right? You can hack it. I have seen that. I've joined people online who just hacked in weapons. You can very easily tell if they don't have textures on them. The best pearl. Many would... many would probably disagree with you, but you know what? It's a pearl. It's still cool to find. I just straight up play the game. I think you're just straight up a lucky man. Did you buy a lottery ticket after that? Probably should. So what episodes does LEGO Star Wars 1 have on the PS2? The original game did the first 3 episodes. It was the prequel trilogy. And then I think there was a couple secret levels that you could unlock that... One of them was A New Hope, but you played from the perspective of Vader instead. And yes, but it's the first original, or prequel 1, 2, 3. I don't like the start of this. I didn't plug in the Ethernet cable to the Vita this time, so maybe that changes things. Who knows? Nothing's over here. Womp. That's fine. 3. I know we can mod systems, but I don't do that. I mean, yeah, I was thinking you probably have to mod the PS3 to mod Borderlands, or can you just do it without? Whoa. Because I'm considering getting a second PS2, an HDMI/AV adapter, and a mini projector so I can play PS2 games when I go to Edmonton as a party game. That sounds like a good time. Yeah, I guess there's no real other easier way to do that other than maybe like buying a PS3 Super Slim and then just buying the complete saga. Because then you could play all 6 episodes and you don't have to worry about any kind of adapter situation. But I mean, if you can find a mini projector that has component on it, I don't know if those exist out there, then PS2 would be, you know, you don't have to worry about an adapter either, because PS2 has component. Limbo is a puzzle platform horror game. I'm trying to think if is that like somebody homebrewed into the Vita, or is that like a game that you could actually download? Because I think does it have, as the cover art, does it have a girl with like a really long neck? Like her skin's gray? Because I have one downloaded like that, but I don't remember if that's the name of it. It was a really kind of, once you play through it once, you can get the platinum pretty easily. And LEGO Star Wars is the best. Well, I mean, obviously. Absolutely is the best. It was on PS3, PS4, PC, etc., but they brought it onto the Vita. Okay. Okay, maybe it's not the one I'm thinking of, because I think the one I'm thinking of was just the Vita. It's on yeah, okay, I know it's on there. So that probably means then that was officially ported to the Vita at some point, because I don't think you can find homebrew stuff on the PKGJ thing. Took me 4 to 5 days to finally get the unkempt herald. Was it like any unkempt herald, or was it the Deepa? Because 4 to 5 days just for like a regular herald is kind of, that's kind of bad. That's kind of bad luck. Oh my goodness, what happened? Anybody else watch the State of Play? I'm excited for the God of War game. More God of War is always up my wheelhouse. I thought he dropped a pearl for a second. Can any enemy drop pearls? It hit the blue light on the side there, so I thought the beam was light blue. That second one. Oh, you got the Deepa. Okay, so then you got the best one. I mean, you know, I don't know what the grip and everything was, but relatively speaking, it's the best version of it. Bro, how did you just 5-tap bunker 10 levels above you? He's not 10 levels above me. He's level 63, I'm level 61. It might be a little hard to decipher, though. I don't think the Vita contains any kind of anti-aliasing to speak of. Ooh. A slag purple, that's awful. Man. How at hot dog. Zero's ability and skill tree. I mean, I'm also not playing as Zero, I'm playing as Axton, so I'm pretty sure boring bunker would absolutely murder the Vita. I thought you were 51, sorry, yeah, no worries. It's a little hard to read. That's okay though.
And it's all dry, so then
2, 4. I'll just get Lego Star Wars 2 as well, so I have all 6. The reason I want the PS2 is because the PS2 Slim is super. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know how big it is comparative to like a Super Slim, but honestly, PS3 Super Slim is the worst version of the PS3. It's very cheaply built, whereas, yeah, the PS2 Slim is actually, I'm looking at mine right now, it's actually astonishing as to how thin they were able to make it. I think they said it was 75% smaller than the original. But, yeah, I like the original games better than the Complete Saga on the PS3 for whatever the reason. But, Gladiator Begins PSP is really good. Was that based on the movie? The original Gladiator movie? I watched the second one, I never watched the first one. Went to go see, I mean, there was obvious ties to the first movie. I don't really think I needed to watch the first movie to understand the second one. The second one was good, though. So if I was staying in the Airbnb with the boys, it would be peak to be on. You know what, that would be true. Make sure you get 2 PS2 controllers. Or if you buy a... Did they ever make a multi-tap for the PS2? I don't remember if they did. Because I'm pretty sure there exists some kind of racing games or something out there that include 4 players. But I'm pretty sure the multi-tap, if they did make one on the PS2, probably wasn't as popular like it was on the PS1. It wasn't the most popular thing ever. Cutscenes in the Complete Saga are different than the original 2 games. There's slight differences. I know the sound, some of the sounds in the Complete Saga from the like episode 1, 2, and 3, some of them are not put in correctly, like they're delayed or something. Having played both of those games many times, they're different, and there's just some other visual bugs that were in the original trilogy ones that weren't in the originals, but I mean, it doesn't take away from the game that much. But, you know, if you play them a lot, you can tell. Can we see you bite your lip? Excuse me? Good luck on getting what you need, bro. Thank you, my friend. Take all the luck I can get. We should stream some VR chat. I don't have anything to stream VR chat on. They never made it on the PS5, so... well, definitely didn't make it on the PS4. Pretty sure it violates some of the codes of conduct stuff that exist for PlayStation, so... But, I don't have another way of streaming it. My little handheld Lenovo Legion Go thing technically should be able to do VR, but it can't. So That would be my only way of actually doing it. But that would be, I feel like, chaos. If GoldenEye on the N64 had 4-player split screen, the PS2 had to have some 4-player. I'm pretty sure it did, and I'm pretty sure the PS1 also did. But like it's not that it couldn't do 4 players. It's just that I don't think it was as popular with the PS2. Should check the loot treasure chest in case. What loot? Oh, the one up by the waterfall. I suppose I could check that. I don't know. Do you think it would be cheating if I found the sham in one of those? Or are you talking about the one like underneath the area? Because I'm pretty sure there's a red chest under there too. But yeah, the one up by the waterfall. I suppose I can check that one. Mr. Patron, welcome, my friend. How are we? Just in case if you happen to get something. Well, okay, I guess I've only ever seen like white and green items in that chest, even in UVHM. I've never. I mean, I don't open it the most often, but I feel like every single time I have, I don't get anything cool. But I guess that's the point of RNG. Yo, the dog guy. What are we doing? Let's see. Anybody ever seen the Backrooms movie? Saw that today. Interesting film. It's giving us a lot of fast kills, which I'm appreciative of. I'm also thinking of doing small pre-game Hang on. Boom. Doing a small pre-game thing with some people before an after party for the console. You know what you should get if you're getting the PS2? I don't know how into singing your friends are, but if you're doing like a before and after party thing, you should get SingStar on the PS2, because it was like the karaoke game. I mean, they made it on the PS3 too, but you can get like the ABBA disc, you can get the country disc, some random volumes of songs, but like the microphones that you got, like it came in the big box version, right? And it came like with 2 pretty high quality, like they're metal microphones that you plug into the USB ports, and then you can just use it. You should get that. I feel like that would be pretty cool. I mean, you're already bringing the PS2, right? No need to bring in a full other karaoke machine. You can use the iToy or the PSI if you had the PS3 version, and watch yourselves be pop stars. I grant you a sham. I mean, I think the granting came while I was doing that run, so maybe next run it'll work for us here. Just any sham, because we didn't get a sham in the entire 3.5 hours last time. Frame drop. Yes, I'll have to see. It depends on the eBay listings. I went to a place called Microplay. Like, it's like they're a chain, right? So there's many of them, but they're like a new and old game store. You can go in there and buy new Switch 2, PS5, Xbox games, but then you can also buy PS4, PS3, PS2, PS1, original Xbox 360 games. Like, they have so many things, and they have like some rare games too, like some of the DS Pokemon ones, or a lot of older PS1 games, special editions of consoles. I got it there, I think, for like $25, and it was like the full big box version. Came with both microphones, the little adapter thing for the microphones, the game, because it had the game in there. It was either I got it there or I got it at Value Village. Either way, it still had the original Walmart sticker on it from when it was $60 back in the mid 2000s. Is the max level 61 on the Vita? It is. Also, welcome, my friend. Max level was 61. Did not get the UVHM 2 upgrade pack, so we only got the first 11 level upgrades. What are the chances
It's meant to stay on
you
the
get?
table.
Oh, I didn't check the chest. My bad. You get both the bunker SMG and the Sham. I want to say insanely rare. I did see one person online though. They got it, and it. I think the range. I think like it's technically possible, right? Because you can get the. How did I lose money? Did I die last time? Okay, I don't know why I collected money that time. You can get it, you know, one of the things drops from his actual dedicated drop, which is like the last thing that flies out of the fight. And then you can get it out of his gun at the end that shoots stuff, which is the world drop stuff. So technically it's possible, because the Sham and the bunker SMG can also drop as world drop items, but it's a lot better chance to farm bunker for it. It's such an insane chance. I mean, yeah, like the chances of him dropping both at the same time are like astronomical. I want to say. I don't want to have to spend more than 150 on this little shindig. I mean, the game shouldn't be that expensive, and the other discs also shouldn't be that expensive if you can find them. Mr. Skeleton, welcome, my friend. How are we? He's facing the wrong way.
Is it the same height as the one?
No Sham up there, though. It's not the legendary beam, unfortunately. He doesn't drop. You know what? If he magically is dropping them up there for some reason, I'm gonna be upset. Because I guarantee we missed a lot of Shams if that's the case. Because I stopped looking up there after a while. Okay, I'm gonna go look at the chest. Because I was told to by somebody on the internet. I'm also considering ordering an Anakin cosplay and eventually maybe building a Jango Fett Ooh, the Jango Fett cosplay could be really cool, especially if you get some sheen stuff going on it. Yeah, there you go. White and green items. Has anybody actually ever gotten anything useful out of that chest? Or has it just been kind of the same? So cosplaying the actual character while playing the Lego game would be meta. You know, I've seen crazier done before. I love the Cantina in Lego Star Wars 2. That was the one that I grew up with on the Mac version. But it looked like really crisp and clean on the Mac because you could crank the graphics on that version. But the PS2 version is more than passable. And the outside portion of the Cantina was fun. Character customizer was fun as well. It would also give me the perfect excuse to unwrap my Family Guy Blue Harvest collection. You haven't opened it yet? You bought it sealed? I would say keep it sealed and then just go out and buy other versions that are open. Sorry for that. Sometimes we get those bright purple ones, I forget what they're called. The E-Tech guns. Because there's the purple rarity, which is the... I don't know what they're called by name, because the blues are rares, and then there's the purple, and then there's like the bright purple, which is the E-Tech, which most E-Techs suck. There's a few exceptions. Mr. Strange, welcome, my friend. Mr. Christopher Beans, welcome, my friend. How are we? Yes, E-Tech weapons. E-Tech weapons are better early game in normal mode, I want to say. And then they kind of fall off. I don't know, they got like really weird gimmicks to them, the way that they shoot, and I want to say there's a lot of E-Techs that are the dart pistols that you can find, which suck. They're okay in regular modes, but when you need to actually do some kind of damage very quickly, and you're dealing with slag, and you know, they take a while to go off when they hit the enemy. You know, they're just not useful. I'm pretty sure the Topnia is, or the Norfleet. Is the Norfleet considered an E-Tech? Because I think then, Mr. Donut Lord, I see the like on the TikTok. I'm going to assume that you're here. Because the Norfleet's a really good rocket launcher, so I would think that that's one of the exception ones. I don't think there's any E-Tech pearls. I might also get Battlefront 2 and do some split screen. Okay, yeah, that one would be... Get some heroes versus villains going on that. I don't think that one supported 4 players though, but 2 players absolutely get that going. You can get the original 2 Battlefronts. Play through those. You could play Burnout, I think, had a nice multiplayer mode on it. What else? I don't think Killzone had multi... Killzone might have had split screen multiplayer. It had online multiplayer. I'm always here. Yeah, most or some E-Tech weapons would sooner or later flop through the game. Use iPhone as webcam. Why am I getting this message now? I've done how many streams with it? With the program that I already have. Anything cool? Yeah, why am I collecting money? Did I die last stream and forget about it? I swear I didn't die last time. I would have remembered that. Do we have all our stuff? Did my character, like, reverse into some other state here or something? No, we got all 3 of our pearls. There's the Bearcat. Or the Butcher. There's the Bearcat and the Avenger. We found a couple Avengers, actually. They're not great either, but the refill one is decent in case you need to fill up your SMG ammo for free. It's a gimmick from the first game that they brought back in here. Typo, I meant to say Ola. I think you got some sticky keys on there, my friend. Norfleet I wouldn't consider an E-Tech because it's a legendary rarity. Unique E-Techs do exist, such as the Dominator, hence why I think they are different. I don't know. I think in the community, most people consider the Norfleet an E-Tech, but it's the only one that's a legendary rarity. But, like, at heart, it's still an E-Tech. I don't know. I think they can go either way. So I miss playing Burnout Paradise. I have a Burnout game for the PS2. I don't remember what it is, though, because they made a few of them. I have a Hot Wheels. The Hot Wheels beat that game for the PS2. Used to have that one. Actually, I think I still have it on the PC. That one was fun. That's a good multiplayer game to play too. Is it worth going through BL2 solo? Also, how long does it take to get to late game? Depends on how you play. Also, depends on the version you play. On the Vita, late game comes a lot sooner since you can't get past level 61. But in regular versions, you're looking at between level 72 or 80. It depends. Like, you can get through the story pretty quickly if you don't worry about side missions, but eventually side missions will be beneficial to you, since you can get some pretty good gear from them and the levels. But I don't know, it's not a game you really need to rush, and I think if you download the Fight for Sanctuary DLC on, like, the PS4 version and PC version, I think you can start a character from scratch at level 30. So you can skip a lot of, like, they put you right into TVHM pretty much. So you've skipped one of the playthroughs already, and you have all the skill points necessary, so that might be the way to go if you don't want to play through the story 3 times. But, I mean, honestly, it doesn't take that long, but I'd say enjoy the experience. Thank you for the follow. Ewing, thank you for the follow, my friend. I already read that one. Kaboom! I love the Lyuda. It just seems to give you criticals when none seem to exist. Vita version, I'm pretty sure, is also the only version that doesn't have the transparent lens on the guns, or scopes. Like, you can't see through it, versus pretty sure every other version you can. Just, you know, graphic cutbacks and such. Whatever weapons you name, he'll definitely have it. We've got a few weapons. We've got a lot of world drop legendaries at a bunker at this point. We found a volcano from him. There's a bunker SMG too. That's not it's not what I want, but it's good. The RNG has come back. I think that's the first. I don't think we got any drops from him last time. I think we got one customization from him last time. No world drops. That's a crappy one. So this is good. This is a step in the right direction. I hate when the beams mix. Maybe it's because I opened that chest up there. I'll do that again. We did get a conference call from him the one time. 54 bunker SMGs. Keep it or sell it. I have bunker SMGs already. We have a few of them. Or we found. I guess you can't see it on the TikTok. This will be run 1328. We found 43 Shams and now 54 bunker SMGs. I can't pick every single one of them up, unfortunately, because you just don't have the room. There's the volcano we got from him. Another Lyuta. Yeah, there's the bunker SMG that I decided to keep. So, oh yeah, there's the bone shredder. I love showing this off. They forgot to add the texture in the game, so you know it's nothing when you hold it. It's hilarious to hold it. I'll open the chest with it. The reticle here is the only thing that's shared with other guns, so it shows up. But other than that, it works. You can fire it. It's the Schizo SMG. It makes the game run slightly better though, since it doesn't have to render the gun in. Like, we're getting 30 frames right here. Okay, that's an improvement. But every time you find the gun, it drops like this. It's not like a one-time mistake. It's every single time it'll drop like that. Okay, where is our... There we go. Yo, we get any shams today? Not quite. We just got a bunker SMG. Also, this gun seems to love to do this after you swap it out, so don't swap it out. Alright, we're on the right track. Show the PS Vita. Well, I'm playing on a PS TV, and it's hooked up to everything right now, so I can't show you that, but I can show you my handheld one. It's the blue one that I bought with my own money back in the day from EB Games. Still works, still functions. Battery's still pretty good on it too, since I had swapped to an OLED model for a while, and then the OLED model, the battery controller chip, I'm pretty sure on it. Something's wrong with it. Epilepsy SMG. Yeah, my bad. I probably should have said something. Do you prefer the Vita or the PS3 version? Depends on what you're doing, right? Like the PS3 version, if I'm just sitting at home, I'm probably gonna play that one. But you know, if you're going somewhere, Vita version, right? And you can cross-save, so if you have a character on the PS3, you can just upload it to the cloud or whatever server thing that the game has, and then download it onto the Vita, and then continue playing, and then vice versa. How do you respawn the bosses? I didn't know you could do that with Borderlands. There's a couple different ways. At least with this boss fight, you could just leave the area, and then come back, and then he will respawn. I don't do that on this version because 1000 Cuts is notorious for crashing, and if the game crashes while I'm like right at the end of the stage, then I will have to run through all of 1000 Cuts again to get back here. So, plus it would leave all the items on the ground up top, and that would just add to stressing the system out, so I just save quit. And it's probably also faster to save quit, because the menu's not as hard for the game to load, or for the system to load, versus the entire 1000 Cuts area. But yes, you can do with any boss, you can save quit, and, you know, they'll come back. That's how you farm the bosses in the game. Crunchy audio. You can get the volcano from bunker. Again, it's a world drop, right? So, but yeah, that's where we got it from. It's not the texture, it's They'll forever be... We gotta make that a shirt at some point, I think. That has to be a shirt. Don't worry, the SMG. Not gotta be the Wi-Fi trust. He knows what he's talking about. I trust him. Where the hell did this guy go? I hate these guys. His Wi-Fi is perfect. No, the Vita Wi-Fi chip is not great either, but you know. Is that true even on PC? Was what true? What were we talking about at that point? You talking the gun? Or we got another bunker SMG. 2 in a row. 2 in a row and I don't need them. For historical purposes, I'm keeping track of all the things I get. You could have been a sham and could have been so much better. But RNG is good. That's okay. It's something I can add to the list. Haven't been able to touch the list in the entire last stream. Nothing over here. Gotta keep opening this chest up here, though. Seems to be doing us good. I'm an expert with Wi-Fi stuff. I know how to unplug and plug in my router. Even got my license. The boss is respawning when you save quit. Oh yeah. There's even mods on the PC version to even, so you don't even have to do that. Like you can just hit a button and it'll put you back at the beginning of the boss fight and respawn them without ever having to leave. But most PCs of today have really fast SSDs and the game is old, so it loads everything in, like, you don't even see the loading screen. Oh my goodness. My biggest gripe with BL2 on consoles is the FOV. Yeah, that could be a little annoying. The Vita screen is decently wide, so the FOV isn't too big of an issue. The PS3 and 360 versions can feel a little cramped. I find I notice it more with Borderlands 1, but it's not the biggest issue. Like, you get used to it pretty quick. If you're used to playing shooters from the era, then you kind of get used to it. I feel like I'll puke every time I try playing on lower FOV. Mr. Patron, are you somebody who plays on like 145 POV or something, or FOV? Got any scuffs on your Slim? I've been thinking of putting one of those clear protective shells on it, but apparently it leaves scratches. I'd say it depends on the color. Like the blue one is all a matte finish. Like it doesn't have any glossy, except for the touchpad. The touchpad does get a little scuffed and scratched, but that's just over time. The camera lens is fine. The screen is still fine. Like there's a little scratch in it, but again, I've had it for many, many, many years. The only thing that did wear out for me is the little barcode thing on the bottom. Like that sticker just completely wore out because the way I hold my like pinky down on there and my ring finger. But like other than that, it doesn't wear out really at all. Did I add the bunker SMG thing in? I don't think I did. Did I? 55?
Okay.
There we go.
Yep.
I got all my Wi-Fi knowledge from a homeless dude in the back of the Walmart parking lot. Alright, bro. You don't have to check the loot to save you time. Alright. I mean, we got the 2 times that I did it, we got drops. Maybe that's the key. We're playing BL2 on a modern graphing calculator. No, you could probably play Borderlands 2 on an Apple Watch if you really tried. It's like just trying to get Doom to run on anything. Where there's a will, there's a way to play Borderlands. I bought it in practically mint condition and want to keep it that way for as long as I can. I mean, I don't know, as long as you don't take the protective case off, then like it won't scuff, right? Is that the idea? I don't know. I like the look of mine outside. Like, what color did you get yours in? Is it the black one? I feel like the black one wouldn't show scuffs, like, probably the best. Like, it would probably be really hard to see them. The blue one was cool. I can't remember if that was the only one that they had at the time, though. They probably had black, though. Brooke's still going, Mr. Actus. Indeed I am. Is there double audio? There shouldn't be. Why? Can you hear double? Is my voice being doubled here? It shouldn't. I turned on the mic. The MacBook mic is muted. I don't think so. Metallic red. Ooh. Wait, metallic red? For the Vita Slim? Or the regular Vita? I think the OLED Vita came in a metallic red. I don't know if it ever did in North America, but I know it. How long you been live, bro? 43 minutes, so we're still kind of near the beginning of the stream. Not long at all. We still got many shams to acquire. I swear to God, I don't remember dying. Collecting money. What do we get here? Ooh, there's a customization I don't have. That's different. Now I have to redeem it though, because it's taken up my sham spot. That's the first customization that's not a... Did I not have this before? Yellow Jacket? Is that what it was called? Huh. That's new. Okay, alright. Seem to be on the right track. Run 1330. Not gonna check the loot for that one. Why Vita though? Why not? Why aren't you on the Vita? We're trying to be the first people to find the 94 Sham on the PS Vita. I'm more than positive we're the first people who have found a 77 Sham on the Vita. And also the first people to find 2 77s. And 3 77s. And 4 77s. Because we have 4 77 Shams on the record. So you'll be doing live after you finally get the Sham. Oh yeah. The Vita version still has much to give. We've been going on and off with replaying the story as well as Maya. And once we get the Sham, I want to hunt down all the pearls that we can get on the Vita. It'll be whatever the Gen 1 pearls were, so... Mr. John, welcome, my friend. Metallic red. Metallic red is the 1000. Okay, I thought it was. That one also looks cool. They have like a metallic blue, I think, too, on the 1000 models. Mr. Marcy, welcome, my friend. Mr. Vlander, welcome, my friend. I might need my 53%. I hate to be the one to tell you this. You might need to sit down. The 53 is lost in the debug menu, probably. Yes, no, the 77 Sham, the worst Sham you can get. We got it 4 times. Yeah, Slim OLED is Cosmic Red, Metallic Red is the Slim. Oh, Cosmic Red is the... What was the... Why am I just not able to picture what the red one was for the Slim? I don't know. I don't know if we ever got that one in North America, though. I'm gonna free my mind with the... This... What? You eating pizza? Is that what that means? Or am I misreading that? If you've ever needed to hear the loudest sounds known to man, play this and just crank the audio up. Like, I have the capture card audio set to negative 20 decibels right now. And that lowers the audio for me too, and it's still really loud. Green weapons. Get out of here. Girlfriend called written. Mr. Actus, just mute the stream, alright? We gotta be in this together. What does the Sham do in simple terms? I've only used the B. The Sham is the most powerful absorption shield. The 94% indicates its absorption chance. So 94% of the time you get shot, you absorb the ammo and it puts it into your backpack. Like, if you're actually trying to use it, like, any Sham, regardless if it's the 77 or the 94, like, it's absolutely useful. Because I'm pretty sure most absorption shields in the regular game only go up to, like, I don't know, I want to say, like, 30% or the high 30s or something. Versus even 77% is, like, still really decent. I've never really had a problem with ammo consumption in Borderlands 2, though, so... Maybe early on, but you don't fight Bunker till you're, like, level 30, though, so... I don't know. If you can get one in, level 30... Yes, totally means pizza. I'm serious, I have no idea what it means. I don't know. Metallic blue is the best one. I've only ever seen Japanese models on eBay for the blue one. On average, 94 Sham should drop around run 3,500. Why did you say that? It's got a 0.0034% chance of dropping. Means marijuana. Ah, okay. You see, I don't do that, so my apologies. Bro's watching the Sham farm while high. Insane combination. I wonder if you smoke it enough that you can increase the frame rate through your eyes. Oh, good, dude. I can see why you would think beats. I mean, it was just a bad guess. I don't know. Mr. Actus is being held captive by his girlfriend on the phone. Hopefully I was still loud enough for him to hear that. The Sham farm is purely done for the lulls of it, and for the insanely difficult to get it. If not, it's close to being the best shield in the game. Or it's not even close to being the best shield. Yeah, I mean, depends on how you play though, right? Like if you're somebody who really struggles with ammo, then to you it would be the best shield. But you know, if you're anybody else, then the B shield could be the best shield, or other shields. Right? It's whatever use case you need it for. It'll help you. But no, we're trying to do it to be the first people to ever find it on this version too. So there's that addition, and I guarantee nobody's ever found the 94 Sham on the VR version of Borderlands 2. That'll be. I'll play that when I'm like 80 years old. Sit in the mobility scooter and Sham farm. That guy on my level. Whenever he does his morphing phase here, every single thing within the immediate vicinity just gets the audio cranked and it sounds like everything is right next to you. It's no meta, but boy does it feel good to get a 94 Sham. I mean, obviously. It's like the people who get the 94 Sham on the story kill for the first time, they don't know struggle. They don't know pain. They don't know suffering. I'm 3,500. I'm gonna need to make more title card things. More day 1, day 2, whatever you want to call those things. I made jokes about that one scene from SpongeBob when they're trying to open the paint can to paint Mr. Krabs' house. Can you hurry up? I'm almost out of time cards. Just I only have them up to 50. So I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know if Got another follow on the host. Thank you, my friend, Mr. or Mrs. Bunny. Thank you. Thank you for watching me suffer. Opening the chest didn't give me a Sham. I'm starting to think it's a ruse now. Ooh. Sometimes these beams look very pearly. I don't know. I don't know if it's because we're on the Vita TV or if it's just the Vita version in general that seems to do that. Coded game. Let the C3 throw a pizza party with the students and walk in with a surprise saw party. I think that'd be the last time I ever step foot in a school, but like, sure, if you need a way to go out, I suppose. Sham plus Logan's gun equals infinite rocket ammo. Is that for Saul or just for any playthrough? 1 second. There we go. Yo, bro, got a question. Shoot. What was your question? Or was that your question? Must have happened. Someone at level 34 got a 94 Sham, read it and threw it away not knowing how rare it is. Why would you throw it away anyway? Like, especially at that level, why, if you get any kind of legendary, why would you throw it away? I don't think the sham drops from the chest. No, it doesn't. No, no, we were looking at the chest just to see if we could find anything else cool. So far, nothing. Do you remember your grad and did you like it? I mean, are you trying to, like, erase my memory or something? Yeah, which grad are you talking about here? High school or university? Because high school, we didn't get it. That was the 2021 crowd. University, it was nice. It was really hot that day, though. Black graduation gowns, and we had to, like, walk across the street to get to the theater building. And they made you stand outside for a brief period of time, and it was... I want to say it had to be close to 30 degrees that day or something. It was brutal. But then you got to sit for a while they talked about stuff, so you got to cool down at least before you had to go up on stage and watch the spotlight reflect and mirror back into the crowd off your forehead. No slag texture either. I've just gotten used to knowing how long it takes to slag somebody in this game. Like, once you hit them a few times with this gun, then it's, you know, you're pretty much guaranteed. Any playthrough, although Sal does make it technically infinite. Isn't, like, can't you spec him to get, like, the, well, the drunk effect, right? Then you get, like, insane rocket spamming. Apparently, if you shoot the Logan's gun at your feet with a sham, since the Logan's gun does slash, you can slag, you can what? He's back! Slash, you can absorb back the bullet, which gets converted from pistol to rocket. I think I have seen people do that before. I mean, you know, for rocket ammo, I can see why you'd want to do that, because rocket ammo is stupid expensive, and you need to wait till the later vending machines before you can actually buy it. Because the strat is to, if you're at max level, load your playthrough up in normal mode, go to 3 horns divide, and then just go to that vending machine, and all ammo is $5. So if you're really in a pinch, you can do that, but it doesn't have rocket ammo, I don't think. It's, I think you can buy grenades from. The grenades are also always, like, a little more expensive. Splash damage, okay. Do you remember all the good memories? See, now I'm getting a little suspicious as what this question is. And he never responded to either, so I'm like, okay. Am I part of a survey now? But, no. It's, anybody online. One of these days we'll find somebody online from this list. We have yet to see that, though. This was a little while ago, I was rewatching the final TVHM stream we did with Mr. Liar, or Honest Liar. And when we loaded into the game on the main menu there, you could see one of my other Vita friends on there. And he had a second person in his game. And then Mr. Honest Liar loaded it underneath him. And it was like seeing modern Borderlands in the Vita version in terms of multiplayer stuff. It's just, that was the first time I'd ever seen that. Like, that many players, 4 Vita Borderlands players on at the same time. Guaranteed nobody checked that off on their bingo card. Remember, board the window, lock the doors, check the closet, wake up. Anyways, what brand of a microwave y'all got? Looking to buy some microwaves, Mr. Donut Lord? Looking to buy some microwavable chicken sandwiches? There's a hair floating in my eyes. Boo. Fatal is in fact correct. You can make it even better using a 94 Sham with a level 1 Logan so you don't take much damage when replenishing your rocket ammo. Can you even find a level 1 Logan's gun? Is that even possible? I thought the lowest level legendary that you could drop was the Hornet. Because I'm pretty sure you can get it to drop without a level even. Well, actually no, we did get that when we were playing our second story playthrough with Maya. We got the Hornet on the first drop, and it didn't have a level requirement on its card, so... I'm pretty sure that's the only legendary that you can do that with. Or maybe... Hey, he's still alive! Maybe the bonus package? I don't know. Gotta keep the chicken sandwiches toasty somehow. You're gonna be diabolical and just throw the chicken patty in the toaster. Like, absolutely mess the thing up with breadcrumbs. No, just modding it. Oh. I see. He's still got life! Where's this guy? You think you're safe? Yeah, he's behind the boxes. It's fine. It's a really funny prank, man. Okay, we got. I'm just hoping that. What was that? I saw. What? How did he die? There's no way the buzzards killed that guy. They don't do enough damage to kill them in UVHM. I just saw like blue waves. I thought he exploded. And I ain't gonna be the one cleaning it. Okay. Mr. Dominic, welcome, my friend. Highest Sham so far. It was the 90 Sham, the 90% one. We have that one in our inventory, and we've also acquired 77 Shams. So that was not fun the last 3 times it happened, but 90% Shams the highest we found. Only found that one once. Donut Lord gives me fatal pre-Aporia merge vibes. I feel like, you know, you're reading through your life in a history book, and you just, like, the word pre, just... Mr. Actus is back. He survived. How was the phone call with the woman? With the girlfriend, Mr. Actus. Everything good? Everything check out? All's well that ends well, hopefully. Jolts Dude 139. We need to talk about Borderlands 4 pearlescents. I haven't even played through Borderlands 4 enough to be able to acquire a pearlescent. How are they in Borderlands 4? Are they any good? Are they comparable to Borderlands 2? Hopefully not, because the majority of them suck in Borderlands 2. It'd be interesting, you know what, when we do get to the point when we're looking for pearls in this version, it would be interesting, since we're at level 61, to see if they're actually still usable. Because then that could be an actual use case for them. You know, just restart the story. Time of the month, I hear that. Because then it could be, you know, restart the story in UVHM and then play through with your pearl. I mean, you know what? That could be decent if they work. Because there's a decent amount of pearls you can get for Gen 1, so you kind of get variety. There's a rocket launcher, which I'm pretty sure is absolutely awful. So maybe not that one, but just damage at all is kind of what you're looking for out of a pearl, and most of them say they do a lot of damage, but the gimmick that they usually come with negates that amount of damage. The Butcher, I would say the Butcher and the Storm are my favorite pearls that exist. The Butcher's kind of expensive on shotgun ammo, but if you spec your character out in a certain way, then you can, like, make it so that not every shot you do consumes shotgun ammo. Who's your favorite Vault Hunter? I want to say Axton is my favorite, just because he was the first one I played with. A little crosshair does flickers. Okay, wait. Is it supposed to do that? Or is it only doing that when I'm locked onto a target? It might. I thought it just did that automatically. But I would say Axton. He's also probably the easiest to use on the Vita version, just because he has the turret. and getting any items that shoot for you or can do damage for you on this version are huge. So speccing them out to get the double turrets does help a lot. Any world drop? No, I thought you could have been a world drop. What is this? This is, like, come on, we're in UVHM. I'll always hate Borderlands for when you get into these higher levels. The fact that you're still getting white weapons at all sucks. I regret buying Borderlands 4. New mission, kill bunker using only the Maggie. Slag is allowed with the Slagga, but only to slag him. I mean, I'm not gonna kill him with the Slagga though. Do I even have a Maggie? I don't even know if I... No, I don't have one. Gotta just try bullying bunker with a bunch of other guns eventually. And by kill, I don't mean drain him to 1, then shooting him. I mean full health bar. I figured that's what you meant. We've done it with the Infinity. Corrosive Infinity works well. Why did you regret buying Borderlands 4, Mr. Patron? Why was that such a regrettable decision? Slightly more awesome than anything else in the machine. I beg to differ. I feel like... I thought you did. I don't have... Maggie's the Pearl, right? Pearl, No, these are the 3 Pearls we have. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, I'm actually curious just to see how bad this is. Let's see what this ends up being. What's the fire rate? Okay, this could be... This could be decent. PS Vita farming, huh? Indeed we are, my friend. Indeed we are. You've come to the right place. Let's see what kind of damage we can get with this thing. I just have to not get hit. Because I feel like once the B shield goes down, then it's over. I thought we saw it in the inventory. Was it now? Hell yeah, PS Vita farming. It's still a Borderlands 4. But if... What? Crap. Okay. I'm gonna try and kill him with the Maggie when he does the better phase. Like the one where he's just sitting there, because I'm not about to try and aim with this thing and hit the criticals on this version like that while he's zipping back and forth, so I'll do that when he's in the sitting position and I can hit the critical spot real easy. But it's different. Okay, alright. The Unforgiven is the Pearl revolver, and it sucks. Yes, we've established that most Pearls in the game suck. What kind of damage does the Unforgiven or the Maggie do? That's pretty respectable damage. It fires more than one shot, though, so I think that's probably why. I'm still alive. Now this is some peak action going on here, boys. I done clicked on the right stream. Non-Forgiven is pure garbage. Bro, no. Okay, no. I said when he's in the sitting still spot, then we'll use the Maggie and see how much of a pain in the ass it's gonna be. Money. Oh, we hit max money again. All right. Okay. Let me go open the other chest just for laughs right now. No Pearl. Frames. Just getting through all the items. And then walking in. You know, the foliage probably doesn't help things. But out here, it's not terrible. Mainly because it's the end of the map. But yeah, with the other gun, we were getting 30 here. Now we're not. Because it didn't render it in. Oh my god, oh my god. 1,336 runs. Mr. Master Chief, welcome, my friend. 1335, eh? Well, only 300 more before the next average cycle completes. Somebody said run 3,500 earlier today. I feel like everybody's just throwing out numbers at this point. Nobody knows. The Becca is the best pearlescent. What was the Becca again? Refresh me. I haven't done too much research on the pearls, unfortunately. PS Vita was ahead of its time. It really was. And, you know, we got the physical one right here. It's not what we're playing on right now. We're playing on the PS Vita TV, but, you know, it... I have a feeling the PS Vita TV is Sony's way of imagining and recycling. If anybody's ever had the OLED model of the Vita, you'll know it has the mysterious port on the top of it, right beside the game card slot, that was never used for anything. And a lot of people speculated, and I think people who talked to developers who had like the debug consoles said that that was used for some proprietary video out solution. Because the PSP had video out, right? Like the PSP 2000 and 3000, if you bought the little component cable thing, then you could put it out to the TV. So I think they had that idea with the Vita, or they wanted to do that with the Vita, but, you know, it didn't take off as much as they thought it would, so, you know, but I think the PS Vita TV, in a way, was Sony imagining that vision of putting the Vita onto the TV. No, well, guess we gotta wait another round, because he's doing this again. Big damage. There we go. Ooh. Oh my god, a white Hyperion sniper. It's totally not like Hyperion snipers suck. Yeah, they suck so much that they kind of got rid of them in Borderlands 4. You can still get guns with Hyperion parts, but, like, they don't behave nearly the same as an actual Hyperion gun. And even the developers themselves said it doesn't make sense to have to waste half a clip of a gun just to make it usable. As if you guys weren't the one that made it that way in the first place. I can't wait for run 1469. That's the one for sure. Wait, run 1337's next. What did we say about run 1337? What was special about that one? Got 2 bunker SMGs, man. I'm kind of wishing those were Shams, since we have so many bunker SMGs. We have, like, 12 more bunker SMGs than Shams. That's not fair for an item that's supposed to have the exact same drop chance as the other thing. It's not amazing. It's pretty average. What is that? Is there a cheat code I can enable that just drops Shams every single time? You'd think they'd make a new PS Vita with all the new Nintendo Switches, right? I mean, there could also be a PTSD factor, right? Like, oh, we made the Vita at a time where... Well, I mean, you know what, to be fair, handheld gaming wasn't in a great spot when the Vita came out, but they thought it was going to be the next big thing. They put so much effort into the OLED Vita just for it to not sell very well, and, you know, I'd have to think that they're probably a little afraid of doing that again, but, I mean, phone gaming didn't take off the way that everybody thought it would, and then Nintendo came out with the Switch, and, you know, it sparked up that love for handheld gaming again. I really want another Vita. Like, I love the Portal, don't get me wrong, the Portal's a really cool device. The hardware is very nice. But the streaming aspect of it, right? You're asking a lot, and you're relying on internet alone, and for a device that's meant to be portable, you're going to be in situations where you're not in the strongest of internet places, or if you're using phone data, then, you know, it's not going to be the strongest it can be, and you have to hope that your console doesn't shut off or something while it's at home, and you're not, because if it does, and there's nobody at home to turn it on, then you're screwed. Then the portal doesn't do much. I mean, you can stream PlayStation Plus games with it now. That's something that it couldn't do originally. But still, you're relying on an internet connection, and there's always going to be latency, and I just want something where I can play the games that I own locally on it. It will always look better. Streaming, there will always be video compression and artifacts, and alright, Mr. Fatal, let's test this thing out. Slag him real quick. Yeah, that's awful. That is actually... Oh, crap. This turret hit me. That is actually awful. No! Well... I'm waiting for around 8,000 a day. I wonder why. Maybe the Hyperion weapons had large magazines like Hyperion LMGs, such that you're incentivized to hold the trigger down. I mean, yeah, that could have been something that they tried, but, you know, they didn't. Alright, for the sake of time, Mr. Fatal, I'm not killing him with the Maggie the whole way. You know, if it was the story kill and I was feeling particularly hateful of myself, then maybe. But, like, you know, we gotta try and fit in as many runs in these stream episodes as possible. Plus the Maggie doesn't seem to do a lot of damage to him at all, even with the critical spot. Let's swap that back out for the Lyuda. Like, even the Norfleet doesn't do that much damage against him in this scenario, which kind of sucks. I don't know if a corrosive Norfleet would make that much more of a difference, but 94 Sham is rare. I'm well aware of that fact. Mr. Nathan, Mr. Thomas, why not the Sandhawk? We do have the Sandhawk. We were humoring a request before to use the Maggie, but this is not good. We were humoring a request, but when Bunker gets into a certain position, then yeah, unload him with the Sandhawk in the critical in the eyes, and he's gone in like a few shots. What's up, sir? Anyways, not much, my friend. How are you? How's it going tonight? Also, the PlayStation Portal is a complete flop. Love to see if we get a portable PS4, not something that just does remote play. I mean, you know, as much as people say it's a flop, it actually sold pretty well. Like, I don't know. It seemed to sell very well. Like, people seemed... And I think it sold a lot more when Sony finally allowed it to play games from, like, you know, you can just stream them versus requiring a PS5 to play it. There's an E-Tech. Wow. I can't even look at it. Ah. Who's shaking the screen? I just want to look at it. That's a dart. Piece of crap. Okay. But, you know, I love the hardware of the Portal. I love... There's a conference call. I love the hardware. But, like... The battery also kind of sucks on the Portal. For a device that's streaming only, the thing lasts maybe a couple hours. It's kind of ridiculous. Nothing but the number 1337 is like slang or whatever when it comes to gaming. Something about being cool or epic pro game. Well, we didn't get a Sham on it, unfortunately. There's some fun Hyperion weapons. Mr. Pico, welcome, my friend. With really large mags, the company man from the pre-sequel comes to mind. In particular, very good weapon for Athena. I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm currently doing an Athena playthrough. Well, on my own for the pre-sequel. With, no Sham, yes. Exactly, with a B-shield. Oh, yeah, no. We have abused the hell out of that combo many times during these streams, so... But, do you have DLCs? We do have DLCs. The Vita did not get all the DLCs, unfortunately. The only ones it did get were the Torg DLC, the Oasis DLC, the UVHM Upgrade 1, Krieg Engage, and some cosmetic things. So, that's all it got. It did not get any Headhunters, which kind of really sucks. I feel like farming the train would be so much easier for stuff like this. I've seen people get shams in the train. No, what do you call them? No OP levels. Definitely no fight for... Oh, he's got a rocket launcher. Okay. Definitely no fight for Sanctuary. And so yeah. But we got the ones that we do have. They come bundled with the Vita version, no matter if you get it physically or digitally. You get all the DLCs that it came with. How many runs so far? Oh yeah. So on the TikTok, it doesn't show any of the runs that I've done or any of the things I've collected. So we're on. This will be run 1339. We've collected 43 shams, 55 bunker SMGs, a lot of customizations, and a lot of world drop legendaries. I haven't kept count of those, but so yeah, we're well into this thing. Started this farm like 10, 11 months ago now. Here's your Sandhawk B combo, by the way. Massive damage. That's the most efficient way to kill him. Yeah, the snow one is good for legendary. I just love that whole DLC. I love the vibe you get with it. I love the colors if you're playing on, well, I mean, any console, I guess. The PS3 and PS4 versions look really nice. The music is very festive in that one, and, you know, it's just fun all around. Not for the Vita, though. You could remote play it if you want. That's the closest thing you could get, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers if you play on here. Just be happy you got the game at all. Unfortunately, you can't get the company man through normal means as of now. Some BS about timing with tails during a specific time. You can get it through Gibbed. Oh, really? Even on the PS3 version, did they remove it? He is not facing the correct way. What are you doing? Man. I mean, everything's nicely laid out for me. The Vita, even when he, like, fires things off in really weird ways, because the Vita version lacks resources and processing power, they made it so that all of his drops will usually pool together or go in lines. Like, it's very rare to see a whole bunch of randomized, like, look at all this. All in a line. You saw the stuff over there, in a line, in a group, in a line, just to save on resources. Like, they don't bounce like they do in other versions and flop around everywhere, so. How long did it take you to get the Corrosive Sandhawk? I think the guy that we played with, Mr. Honest Liar, when we were doing our UVHM playthrough, he got it for us. He, there was a day, and I can't find the stream anymore, I really have to find it again. He did some farming, because, you know, he was preparing for the series and everything. He did a whole bunch of farming and just dropped a whole bunch of legendaries and rares and whatever in the sanctuary room. And so he got that one for us. So I'm very thankful that he gave that one in. Most people might say, oh, he modded them in. You can't do that on the Vita version. Even with a modded system, there's just no modding on the Vita version. On the actual Vita. If you're emulating it, then sure, but you can't do multiplayer when emulating. This is insane, Elio. Mr. Zach the Whack, welcome, my friend. Indeed it is, we're having a fun time. AFAC, no way to get it vanilla legit. Nah, that sucks. Were you able to get it, like, on an early version of the game? Like, if you had, like, version 1.0, were you able to get it? Or was it always, like, you had to mod it in or something? Well, if you have a disc copy of the game, delete all the update files, play the base game, get the weapon, dupe it to hell, then... Oh, okay. Well, that answers that question. Because, yeah, I have the pre-sequel on disc for the PS3, so theoretically I could just put it in there, not update the game, and then play it up until that point, get the gun, and then just update the game after. So, you know, that's the other advantage of having physical versions. One day, we're going to play through the Vita version 1 of it, because I have the cartridge The Vita TV includes the ability to play cartridges, so I bought the Vita version cartridge, and that's what we're playing with. So technically we could play whatever version 1 before all the performance enhancements updates. Believe it or not, this is the version with all the performance enhancements updates. Particularly enabling it to use more RAM than it was already using, which I think... How did you think at any time that this game was going to run with anything less than maximum RAM allocation? Absolute maximum dedotated wham. Maximum dedotation. Nice. Wonder if there's any save editor for the Vita version. I mean, not to my knowledge. Mr. Strange on the YouTube side would probably know, if anything. I mean, theoretically, you could just do save editor on a PS4. And... Is that a warloader? What are you even shooting at, man? You could just do a save editor on the PS4 version and then cross-save it to the Vita. And then, you know, that could technically be done with. I feel like that's a lot of work. It's more work than it's probably worth. Don't make me go through 2 streams with no shams again. That was brutal. I don't ask for much. What are you? Why are you separated from the group? Why have you been segregated? Disappointment, man. 94 Sham on the cartridge version. What's the difference? After you update the game, it's the same as the other one. Never knew this game existed on the Vita. Were all the DLC ported over too? Some of them were. You got the Oasis, Torg, Krieg Engage, UVHM Upgrade 1, and some cosmetic stuff. That was the only DLC that made its way to this version. So no level 72, definitely no level 80, no OP levels, no Headhunters, no Hammerlock, and no Tina DLC. And the Tina DLC kind of stings the most, because if you're trying to get a conference call on this version, then you have to do the warrior farm, and read-only farming on the Vita is just a time waster. We did get a conference call a couple Sham farms ago from Bunker. It was like the first or second run of the night, and he dropped one, so it's possible. New mission, kill Bunker with a conference call, same rules as before, you get the corrosive. I've tried that. It doesn't work. Like, it does piss poor damage for some reason with the conference call. Like, I have a corrosive one. Like, I'll show you. It don't work the way you think it will. Swap out the sniper. Where's my Kuroto? My Kuroto conference call also does way less damage than the regular one. It don't work. They didn't add the visual effects of the conference call, so you don't get the zipping back and forth of the bullets. But again, like this, it doesn't do damage. Come on. Alright, he's doing the good version. Let's see if it works. Like, that's not good enough damage to be doing anything with, unfortunately. Like, it's much better than the Maggie, but it's not anything sustainable. Your boys have a Sham, they want to drop off Bunker. If not, I will blow them out of the sky. Ah. Got big gun. Big gun that can hurt me, potentially. Like, yeah, if you can't hit the critical spot, With the conference call on him here, I don't think it's... Yeah, you're not... Okay, that's respectable-ish damage. Where's my reload speed at, man? You know what? The conference call is not the worst thing ever. It's just not the most efficient thing ever. That's not bad damage. I mean, the critical spot I would have expected to do way more damage than it was doing. Considering I'm pretty sure we did better damage without hitting it. Maybe because there's more of him to hit. But like, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad against regular guys either. Uh-oh. He's still got life. Conference call, go! I wonder if the regular conference call would still do decent damage to him. Not bad, not bad. Saw this a month ago and haven't thought about it since. It's this run, by the way. I can feel. I think you need to see a doctor, my friend. You might need to get checked out. Bro's playing the original Borderlands 2 on PS3. This isn't PS3. That's an insult to the PS3 version. This is the Vita version. This is the superior experience. If you ever wanted to know what playing a video game with half of your brain removed felt like, the response time and the images your eyes see to transferring it to your brain, this is what it's like. I guarantee. Man. What the hell? Well, I did it, Mr. Fatal. I killed him with the conference call. Completed your mission. Want my Lyuda back. Also, fun fact. I've said it before, the Mac version's the only version to have the Lyuda as the Lyuda in the item card, not the Lyudmilla. It used to be called the Lyuda, and then they changed it in updates, but the Mac version just never had it changed. Smart water. Movie theater smart water. Went to see the Backrooms movie today. It was an interesting film. It was alright. It was cool. It was put you on edge a couple times. How do you genuinely play like this? This is, I mean, it's not as bad as you think, alright? I will say, playing on the handheld Vita is... You don't feel the stuttering and the lack of visual fidelity as much as you do playing it on here, because you gotta think about it, the game was designed to run in 540p on the Vita to match the screen resolution of it. And here I am playing it on a screen that is like 40-something inches with a 540p game, and you're probably watching it on a phone that's at least a 1080p screen, and I'm playing it with a PS4 controller, which is, whenever I pick up a game, or pick up a PS4 controller, the games I'm playing, I'm expecting to run at like 60 frames or a little lower. Not like this, alright? But like, you know, I started like this. I started playing Borderlands on the Vita, so I'm used to it. Backrooms goated, big fan. It was without spoiling, it was an interesting plot. It definitely didn't go the way I thought it was going to go initially. But like, you know, the soundtrack was pretty good, and the sound design was pretty good, and you know, it had some gore in it, which is to be expected. The POV filming stuff was also pretty cool. Had that cool analog horror feel. I was planning on scaring my sister after the Backrooms movie, but the movie did that itself. The movie that I saw today, like, went with my brother to see it, and, you know, we were in the theater, and eventually, I want to say, like, at least halfway, or maybe a little more than halfway through the movie, we saw some girl, like, ran down the stairs crying with a guy. Ooh! And, like, she left the theater, and I don't know if she ever came back. But then we figured out, like, I heard people talking when we left the theater that she, like, threw up in the seat. So I don't know if that was from the movie or you know, she was drinking or smoking something beforehand. I'm like, bro, chill out. It's been so long since I've thought about the Lyuda name actually being... So long since I thought about the Lyuda name actually being on the card, I almost started to convince myself it was always Lyudmila and we just call it Lyuda for short. I had to get some sleep. Good night. Good night, Mr. Fatal. Take it easy, my friend. Yeah, it was, I thought too, like, that's, you know, people called it Lyuda as short, for Lyudmila, but no, it was actually originally called Lyuda. And then they changed the name. I don't know if it was supposed to be called Lyudmila to them, like to the developers, and they just typed it in wrong. But I like Lyuda better. It rolls off the tongue a lot easier than Lyudmila. Or however you're supposed to say it. Where's my Sham, dude? It's not funny anymore. We got a big group of kids playing TikTok sounds and stuff, but oh really? Oh, that's awful. Man, I would have removed them from the theater myself. Throw them over the seats. Like, there's gotta be, like, I don't know. I'm surprised nobody else got the staff involved and got them removed. Cause, like, come on. I had some dude next to me using both armrests and breathing loudly, then left and came back. Oh man, that's the worst. Like, I hate, like, movie theaters, you know, you have to share an armrest with the person next to you. Like, I kind of wish they just gave you 2 armrests on each side. Like, I mean, if you know the person beside you, then it's fine, right? But, like, you're sitting next to a random dude, and, like, you know, my drink is on the side that you're putting your arm on. I'm like, I've kind of claimed the spot. It's mine. Luckily, he left early. Was waiting for the Pinkie Pie entity. I keep seeing memes online of people expecting the Backrooms movie to be, and it's just like the PNG images flying towards them. People are escaping. But, no, it was good. It was good. I'd love to see, like, a modern version of Backrooms, because that one was set in the 90s, or 1990s, so, you know, I'd love to kind of see how they would do a modern thing, like how modern people would react to this situation. I saw the Backrooms movie, I loved it for real, yeah. It did pretty well on opening weekend. Like, it was... I think it's earned a little less than what Obsession has earned so far, which, for movies that did not have the biggest budget, like, I think Backrooms had a $10 million budget, and then Obsession had, like, under $1 million, which is ridiculous to think about nowadays. But yeah, they're doing pretty good for small movie developers, or directors. It's like describing a 94 Sham to someone who's asked them to obtain one. Yeah, it's like describing what a dog is to somebody and then asking them to draw it. The line from the movie. Boom. I love doing 43,000 damage. It's my favorite type of math. Modern day would be some girls doing TikTok dances in there. Bro's trying to get the Uber Eats to the Backrooms. Brother, why are you farming Bunker with Accident and not Zero? Is he not playable on Vita? He is playable on Vita. A, because when we did our story playthrough of the game, I started with Axon. And B, boring Bunker would probably just crash the Vita anyway. So, like, we'll get there eventually. Like, I do want to stream and play all the characters on the Vita versions just to see what they're like and how they play through. But, like, for now, we have Axon. He takes him out pretty quickly. Like, relatively quickly, I would say. Level 61's maximum, so it's not like we have to do a whole bunch of damage to him. Maybe boar farming doesn't work on Vita. I mean, I've never tried it, but, like, just going off of how the rest of the game functions and how you can crash the game from just existing in not Thousand Cuts. Also, although Thousand Cuts is bad. Sawtooth Cauldron. You can crash from being in there for 10 minutes and doing too much things. Like, if you kill too many enemies, or spawn too many enemies, or you just think you're doing too much in the game, it will crash on you. Trigger a save point at the wrong time, it'll crash on you. So, like, you know. One time I was at the theaters and someone in the seat next to me. Jeez. True, that would be tragic. I kind of want to see if the boar crashes this. Gotcha. I don't have a 0 character on here, unfortunately, but eventually we will get there, I promise. We got lots of Vita to play through. Modern day would be the same thing, just probably more military presence. I mean, yeah. I mean, they clearly knew about the backroom stuff in the movie, right? Like, the scientist people, they knew about it. Like, they know people go missing in there and whatnot, so... But they chose not to do anything about it. They just... Even the guy from the beginning of the movie, the other hazmat guy, they didn't really go in and look for him. But I won't say any more, in case somebody hasn't seen the movie and wants to go see the movie. Gotta think if I want to do a stream tomorrow for anything or not, because I won't be able to do one Friday night. And I won't be able to do... I don't think I'll be able to do one Saturday. I don't think we're doing a beach day on Saturday, but it's supposed to rain, so it might not be a beach day. It might just be a hangout with 2 other friends day. My fiance and my buddy and his girlfriend, so... You know. We'll see what we end up doing that day, but... Odds are we're probably going to be out all day, and I'll be tired when I get home. Friday, my fiance is coming down from where she's living currently. So, if we do end up streaming on Friday, it'll probably... Actually, you know what? No, we probably won't be streaming on Friday, because we got to get up super early on Saturday, so... Never mind, forget what I said. But if we were, we'd be streaming our... We gotta get through our LEGO Star Wars 3 playthrough that we were doing. That's still going, and... you know, we just haven't had the time to both sit down and do it together. Please? Bro, you suck. Has anyone in here ever found a 94 Sham legitimately? If so, how many years of your life did it take off? Two people, pretty sure, 2 people asked me to do a 94 Sham farm at the end of our TVHM playthrough. And I said yes. Why I said yes? I don't know. We had already done enough at that point. You know, we played through the game twice. We were planning to play through it a 3rd time, and playing through all the DLCs on the Vita. You know, streaming them for... I don't know if anybody has ever streamed or recorded or put onto YouTube the Vita DLCs. Like, the whole reason why Jesse... Yeah, okay. You have... what is the Sham? Explain to me what the Sham is. I'm convinced, and this was kind of the whole reason why I decided to do the playthrough in the beginning, was to put, you know, evidence of it out there, right? Because I would think that any footage of the Vita version existed mainly back when the game came out, back in 2014. On the Vita, so... But, like, I don't think anybody's ever recorded the whole thing all the way through, and even more so, the DLCs for it, right? So... It's a fancy shield. Get her out of here. Mods, ban... No, it's fine. That is my fiance. say hi to her. Say hi to Jesse. Pen. I know someone who has his, and he worked at it for about 4 years. Why, though? Why does that have to take so long? 4 years of this? I'm gonna be like 55 years old in 4 years. That's insane. Like, man. I don't even know if the Vita will still function in that amount of time. Don't you dare leave. Magic. Wow, your Skyrim looks different than mine. What sort of mods you got on? Uh... I got the performance enhancer mod. I got the, Call of Duty Skyrim mod. It just gives you guns and you can shoot everything. Ooh, didn't even need it. Vita's crazy, bro. It was off and on farming on a PC copy. Okay, alright. Off and on farming. Just popping in to wish you luck, man. Mr. Master Combat, how are we doing today? May math be on your side. I mean, math has not been on our side since before the last Sham farm, unfortunately, since we still haven't found one today, and we didn't find one all last stream, which is... I don't know. I don't know why that started. We went 2 streams, and then the end of the second stream we finally found one. But, before that, we were, you know, I feel like it was on and off. We were getting shams, right? But like, you know, I don't know. As long as it's still long live the Empire. bro's an Imperial. You go see The Mandalorian, my friend? Matt hasn't been on my side since elementary school. Yeah, I know. I haven't, like... When you're in teacher's college, this is the weird thing. Like, I want to be a high school English teacher, right? When you're in teacher's college, you still have to pass a math proficiency test, even though I'm not going to teach math. And I haven't touched math since, I want to say, grade 12 calculus or advanced functions or something like that. So it's been a while. Like, I didn't touch math all throughout my degree in university. Bunker demands blood of 1,000 cuts. I'm not going back to 1,000 cuts. You kidding me? There's no way. Like, I have... It's too much fear. Even though I don't think loading back once would matter. I don't want to run all the way through that. Because that area can crash too if you try to do too much. Running up the hill through 1,000 cuts. Even from a fresh load from the main menu, right? Like, it's still... It's too much. I can't handle all that pressure. From the pinnacle to ... I don't know if the name's too long. Welcome over. I despise math, dude. Yeah, you know what? It's a... I mean, I guess like I'm in what am I going for? Junior intermediate. So like I'll be qualified to teach anywhere from grade 4 to 10. Right? So, and if you don't end up teaching grade 9 and 10, or 7 and 8, I guess. So grade 4, 5, 6, then you're expected to teach math, because you're teaching almost all the subjects to the kids. At least in the schools where I live, right? So, I guess you have to be prepared then, but like, I'm sure it's nothing that I can't learn myself or relearn myself without needing to take a proficiency test. Because like, oh, I take a proficiency test, then I forget, you know, like 2 years down the line of what I learned in the test. I mean, you think after being immersed in that world for a while, you'd kind of just get used to it, right? I don't know. Also, your headphones are on backwards? What? No, they're not on backwards. I'm playing with the Pulse 3D headphones. They're not on backwards. That's how they're supposed to go on. Like, all the plugs and everything are on the left side. Buttons are on the left side. Right? Yeah, they're on right. There's the right, the R thing is on this side. I've had them for 6 years. I don't think I've been wearing them backwards for 6 years. I have the rights and the lefts all lined up properly. You know, I know my rights and lefts. Is it expected as a second teachable subject, or is it just an exam for the love of the game? Well, I don't think anybody's loving it, but like, no, it's just if you do intermediate and senior, so if you're going to teach 7, 8, or grades 7 to 12, then you need 2 teachables, but even then you're not. I love this. This is very reassuring. You're expected to have 2 teachables, but even then, one of them doesn't need to be math, right? But you still need to take the proficiency test. Where's my Sham, bro? Yeah, they're on backwards. The white goes on the other side, I'm pretty sure. What? Oh my god, I've had them since 2020. Just found out himself the moment PS Vita jank. Don't blame the Vita for that. Yeah, no, on the inside of the rubber band, I don't know if it's different on the 3D. What did they call the alien looking ones? The ones that have the retractable mic, the really crappy ones that break. It's like the next version of these ones. I don't know if it's different on those ones, but on the rubber band piece here, on like the what's up here right now, but when it's not, it's down here. It has like an R and an L on here. Like the camera's mirrored, but like if I turn around, this is the L, this is the R, then it has on that side 3D Pulse or something. I have both. Oh yeah. Has your second pair broke? All I would see when that second pair, because they're shaped really weird, right? Like they go out at the top and then they curve in and then they go out again, and that curve bit always snaps. Like whenever that headset came out, all I would see on Reddit was people posting like a couple months after buying it that they would just break. And I like, you know, there's always a case of, oh, people are rough with their stuff, right? But like the amount of people that would post that these things would break just says it's a design flaw. And then instead of fixing it, they released a new color for it. Surprisingly, they both work perfectly fine. Hasn't snapped yet. Okay. Lucky you. I guess you're nice to your hey! Back up, sir. I'm on. Oh my god, that was so loud. He was doing his morphing thing over here when that happened. Jeez, man. Oh, what the hell? What hit me? I would think people with bigger heads probably would also just naturally put more stress on that part of the headphone. Like, you know, it's not their fault, but... Stop moving out of the path of my bullets. Oh, come on, I blew up the turret. I'm so nice to my stuff. My PS4 controller definitely isn't in the floor. In the floor right now. Bro made that controller part of the foundation. I mean, one of the controller that I use for the Vita TV is one of the OG PS4 controllers before they added the light strip on the front. My favorite controller was the red and black one they used to make. Like, they still make the red controller now for the PS4, but it's almost like a two-toned red, where like the back part and the bottom of the grip is also red as well as like the top front bit. But before, when the PS4 came out, the red controller was red on the front and then black on the back. I used that thing till it quite literally didn't function anymore. I still have it. I have it on my little claptrap phone holder stand in front of me. But I'm pretty sure I could fix it. Like if I put a new battery in it, because that thing functioned from 2014 to 2025. And what started happening with it was that if you used wired headphones, the audio would start to cut or like skip every so often, and then eventually the buttons would stop responding properly. Like, not random inputs, but they would just wouldn't respond. And I think what was happening was that the battery just wasn't supplying the correct power to the rest of the board. So hence you'd get the audio skipping and you'd get the button pressing stuff. So, it was time to retire it. I could probably put a new battery in it and it would fix it, but I had ordered for Ben, my buddy, I had ordered for his birthday, I think, or just to get him a new controller because his other one's broke. I ordered him a PS4 controller, the red one. And I ordered it off Amazon. I paid the $80 or whatever it was for it at the time. And they sent me a box of four brand new red PS4 controllers for the price of one. So I gave him two, I kept two, and then I opened one of them and I still have the other one sealed upstairs. There's multiple PS4 controllers. Oh, thank you for the thank you for the follow, my friend. Unfunny man. There are multiple, there's two PS4 types. There's like the original type that didn't have the light bar on the front, and then there's like the second gen that had the light bar. Glorious 6 FPS Borderlands 2, indeed. Really makes you admire every single moment of the game. It gives it a more cinematic quality. Any luck today? Mr. Slushman, welcome my friend. We got 2 bunker SMGs fairly early on and then haven't been lucky since. Still no shams, which is a little unfortunate. We haven't seen a sham in quite a long time. But that's not, that's not for a lack of trying. I see the chats. Give me 1 second. You got no arms. What are you gonna do? Placing a control battery is easy as hell. I know. I did it with my PS3 controller because I had to take it apart eventually because it started suffering that thing that happens with them where if you like tap the controller on something or drop it, it'll just start sporadically doing button inputs. It's because a piece of foam that they put in there degrades over time and it like gets more flat. So what you can do is just fold a piece of electrical tape and then put it in there where the foam was, and then it will work again because it's keeping stuff from making contact when it shouldn't be. So I figured, I'm opening it up, I may as well replace the battery in it, and I put a way bigger battery in it, and now it goes quite literally, I want to say, like a week or more with good use, and you don't need to charge it. Like, it's really nice. So I could do that with this PS4 controller, but honestly, I don't really have a use for it right now. I have this one for the Vita TV, my red one for the PS4, my God of War one, and, my God of War one for the PS5, and I have my original DualShock 5 that I bought before the PS5 came out, that I usually use as the second player controller for the PS3. When my fiance comes over, if we stream Lego Star Wars 3, she uses that one on the PS3. And yet he still sells with those controllers. What are you talking about selling? Where's your sham, Mr. Donald? Can you imagine Destiny on the Vita? The frame drops would be insane. Destiny. You can remote play the PS4 version of Destiny, and that could be the closest thing. I have Destiny on the PS3. It's one of the bigger games in terms of install size. I think, like, with the DLCs, it's probably close to 40 gigs, which is huge for a PS3 game. It has a really long install time with the disc too, but you know what? It's fine. It launched on the PS3, so you know. Is the light on top of the rim of the middle pad? I just now noticed that my roller, I've never seen anybody. Yeah, the little light strip thing on the top of the touchpad, that means you have a second gen controller. I'm guessing they did that because, you know, the light bar is on the front of the controller, right? And you're not looking at that when you're playing. You can't see it. So they're like, oh, to be able to see what it's doing, we're gonna put it on the top. Because other than that, the light bar serves as a tracking light for the VR, if you have it. The PSVR camera, I guess just the PlayStation camera, tracks the light on the back of the controller. So, you know, it's fun. One of the reasons why PS5 controllers don't work for the VR1, because it can't see them. I did a roller because I was running out of text space. Yeah, I figured that was probably the reason behind it. That's okay. My sham is the friends I made along the way. I played the PS4 version of both Destiny and Destiny 2. Starting to struggle now. I did see that they're making one more update for Destiny 2, and then that'll be it. I mean, I never played Destiny 2. I kind of played Destiny 1 a little bit when it came out. Didn't really touch it since. But I know a lot of people love Destiny 1. I don't know if the fan base was as strong with Destiny 2 as it was with 1, but you know, it still has its fans, and in any game that accumulates a big online community it's always going to be heartbreaking when you have to pull the plug as the game company for that, or stop supporting it. What is this? Stop supporting it at least. Battlefront 2 on the PS4. Yeah. We know about that on this channel. We're very knowledgeable on that subject, but you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. It's the one glaring side effect of an online only game is that at some point it will have to get the plug pulled and it will just cease to function altogether. Right? Like, I mean, that's why I like story games, because you'll be able to just put the disc in and then play it the way it was made at launch and have fun with it. And I mean, I like multiplayer games too, but online only games is where I kind of have a problem with, at least in the longevity side of things. Yeah, I'm super stoked for it, but I'm also super sad my second favorite franchise is coming to an end until you get disc rot. I mean, I think disc rot is just a matter of the environment that you store your stuff in. Like, I have discs that are over 20 years old and have no sign of it. Like, I have PS1 discs that have no sign of it. We have old CDs from way back when, late 90s, like music CDs that, you know, haven't suffered from it. Like, I don't think I actually own discs that suffered from it. So, I think it's just the environment that, you know, they're stored in, right? Like, humidity or something might be the cause of it. And I like to keep the discs in their respective cases, so, you know, they're not loose and exposed all the time, and I don't like leaving them in the console either when it's off. I don't know if that changes anything, but, you know. I do know what happens, but I don't know if it is that common. I don't know. I like having my discs for movies as well, like Blu-rays or DVDs, just because I don't like streaming compression, and the audio is usually much better on a Blu-ray because it's not compressed either. And I don't need to rely on an internet connection to play my movie, which is also nice. You go up to the cottage, you go up to a place that has little or no internet, you bring the DVD player with you. Bring a whole bunch of DVDs, go to the Value Village and buy some DVDs for like $2. There you go. You got yourself a good time. Weave. Brother, can you drop me the damn shield, please and thank you? Like, you could not be killed anymore if, you just drop it. Man, dude. Is it the days that I'm deciding to stream these things on? Is that... Am I the problem? Switch the mission again. Actually, I'll switch it when we load the game back up, see if that changes anything. I thrifted the original Star Wars VHS 3 set for $15 from when New Hope was called Star Wars. Oh, I have that one. Is it the gold set? I have that one. I have 2 copies of the gold one, and then 1 copy of the silver one, because they did... it was the special edition ones. Like, they did 2 versions of it. Of that one, at least, where... I think the gold one was the letterbox version, and then the silver one was the widescreen. I know they have like the original ones that weren't. Like, I think my fiance has the collection, the 3 movie collection. I have the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones on VHS too, and I'm looking for Revenge of the Sith. I know it wasn't released in North America, and they are very rare. One of the last kind too. It's my pride and joy. I'm predicting a 77 Sham. You're getting banned back to the Shadow Realm if I get another one. I'm not sure Vader's on the front. I think it is then the special edition ones. Because it comes with like the slip cover, right? Like you pull it out from the side, and then it's got like a little box, and you can slide all 3 VHS like slip cover things out of it. I think that's the one that you're talking about. Because on both the gold and the silver ones, they had Vader on front. So, yeah, those ones, those are cool. Pop out the old VHS player, and or VCR, whatever you want to call it. Every now and then, just watch some of the old ones. Oh yeah, it's the special edition. Yeah, I figured. I know, those ones are cool too. I have the 2006... trilogy DVD collections for both the prequel and the original. I forgot to change the mission for both the original trilogy and prequel trilogy. And the original trilogy was cool because it came with the second disc that was the unedited version of the films before, you know, they added all the new modern 90s special effects stuff to them. Those are pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure the second discs for the prequel trilogy, if you put them into an Xbox, some of them had a demo for Battlefront 2, and then some of them had a Lego Star Wars 2 demo, I think. Because it was 2006, so that would have been just before that game came out. I miss when DVDs used to do that. You could, like, put the disc into a PC, or put the disc into a game console, and access a game demo or something. That used to be pretty cool. Mr. Zoinkies, you know what? I can honestly say I have been around for a while. You know, it's kind of one of those things that's bound to happen as a person. I miss when DVDs had little mini games. Yeah. It was a good time. Oh yeah, it's the special editions. Yeah, I already read that one. Just recently got the original 6 movies on Blu-ray. Which, that was the first time I had ever seen Revenge of the Sith on Blu-ray, which was a fantastic experience, in my opinion. Went to go see it in the re-release in theaters last year. What did that say? I said Terramorph, and you know what? I don't know. I got the special edition vinyls for it. I had ordered the original, or like the standard edition vinyl for Revenge of the Sith for the re-release of it, because the special edition ones had sold out, and then when I got it delivered, it came with the special edition as well as the regular one, so it has like the lava effect on the vinyl. I kept that one sealed. That one's still in here. I kept it sealed, and then I gave my fiance the regular one because she wanted at least one of them, and she's like, I don't trust myself with the special one, so you keep it. So I've kept that one sealed, and it remains on the Epson printer as of right now. But so yes, that was fun. I have the sequel trilogy too. I have the Force Awakens on Blu-ray and DVD, The Last Jedi on Blu-ray, and then The Rise of Skywalker was just on DVD because I didn't care too much to get that one on Blu-ray. I just needed a copy of it somewhere, and I didn't want to fork out $30 for it. You can sort everything in your inventory, mission log. My biggest gripe with the pre-sequel, I think, is the inventory management system. I know it's virtually the same as Borderlands 2, but for whatever the reason, they got rid of the ability to trash items, like label them as trash. You can only label them as favorites, so then when you go into the vending machine, in Borderlands 2 at least, you know, you can click a button that sells all the items that are trash in your inventory. But then in the pre-sequel, it's almost like the opposite. It'll sell all the items that aren't a favorite in your inventory if you press that button. And I'm like, that's just annoying, because now I have to remember to favorite all of the guns that I'm currently using, or all the gear that I'm currently using or want to keep or something. And you know, it's a really weird omission considering they had it right the first time. They have Borderlands 2 on the Vita, Mr. Ryan. Indeed they do. You know what, I'm kind of actually shocked that there's so many people who didn't know that this game came out on the Vita. I don't know. Seems like every stream that we've done for like the last, I want to say month or month and a half or something, Borderlands 2 related, we've had at least one person come in here that didn't know that it came out, and that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that we're putting it back on the map, giving it the recognition it may or may not have deserved. You know, at heart, it's still Borderlands. It's still Borderlands 2. It's still fun, still cool. You do a lot of the Borderlands things. Loading screen sucks so bad for this version. Yeah, it gives you time to reflect on life. Reflect on your decision as to why you thought playing this game on this console was a good idea. Bro, give me the shield. Stop doing that. We had a good thing going before I started playing the story with Maya, and then all of our shams disappeared. Maybe that's the universe telling me I should have waited. What you spec'd in? I missed this game. Whatever skill tree has the double turret, I think that's the one that I spec'd in. You only get up to level 61, so you don't get nearly as many skill points, so you kind of are forced into one skill tree, which kind of sucks. That's the other thing that kind of sucks about having... You can technically mess with this game's code if you're on an emulator and give yourself way more skill points, and it just works, but you'll only still be... Like, the enemies will only be at level 61, but you can technically spec your level higher, but then you're just one-shotting everything, and it's not really fun at that point. Get you some hollows, bro. I got my fiance, man. I got a ring. Got the ring on the finger, but we're good. We're good. She was watching the stream earlier. What's the closest you've been at 94 so far? Our closest was a 90% sham. I have that one in my inventory. I'll show off the shams here. I didn't keep all the shams. I haven't kept all 43 in my inventory, but we've streamed them all, so they're out there. 87 was one of the first that we got. 81, one of 4 77 shams. There's the 90%, and then here's 2 of 4 of 70% shams, or 77s. The third and fourth 77 shams were not good times. Funny how this and PS3 Borderlands 2 share the same trophy list. Yeah, they do share the same trophy list, which is, I mean, they both have the same base game, so like it's, you know, the Vita version's not missing anything outside of the base game, like up to level 50, I mean, so it makes sense. And I don't know if the DLCs are shared. Like, I don't know if the Torg and Oasis DLCs share trophies. The other ones definitely don't, because, you know, the Vita version did not get those DLCs. Or maybe they are shared. Like, maybe they're just in the same kind of pool or group or whatever, but you can only obtain them on one console. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Weird in that way, but whatever. It do be fine. I got a 93 once, was a bittersweet feeling. Oh man. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, you'd have good feelings like, oh hey, I got a sham, I got a really high one, but then you're like, oh, 1% off of the one that I needed. Am I ever going to get to this point again? I would just like getting any shams at this point, because my god, have we been snake bit for a while. Stand over here. Maybe you won't see me if I stand over here. I didn't even know BL2 dropped on the Vita. It's crazy. Oh yeah. We're playing the physical version on the PlayStation TV, because it takes game cartridges, so, you know, you got that here. It's pretty neat. 10 megabytes per save file. You know, insane compression. That just means you can play even more Borderlands 2 on the Vita, because you have a lot more space for other save files. It's also astonishing to me that they were able to shrink the entire Borderlands 2 experience to 5 gigs or around there. Because Vita cartridges, I think, had like a maximum of 5 or so gigs. And I mean, with the DLCs, it's obviously more, a little more than 5. I think it was 7 gigs with the DLCs installed. But I mean, they didn't come on the cartridge, right? They came on a code. The digital version and the physical version give you all the DLC that it ever came with, so you don't have to worry about that. But like, the little slip here, there's the download code. I'm pretty sure it's a used or expired, so have at it. And then it also came with a little Borderlands 2 Game of the Year advertisement for the PS3 and the Tales of the Borderlands advertisement before the game came out. Rating pending, it says there. So, you know, you get some little goodies. I do recommend, though, if you're ever looking to buy this port on the Vita today, buy the digital version. It's like $20, I think, on the Vita store. So it's not terrible, and it guarantees that you get the DLCs. Like, I bought the digital version way back when first. So, like, I had all the DLCs, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm only using an 8 gig memory card in the PS TV, so to save some space, I'll just buy it physically. And I like my physical collection of Borderlands stuff, so I figured why not. So it allows me to save some space, at least 5 gigs worth of space. Hey, oh, easy. That was a big fire. actually insane for compression. It is insane for compression. You know what? I know we talk about the Switch version with Borderlands 3 and how that was a marvel for compression, but look at this. They turned what was essentially a 30-ish gig game into 5 gigs on a handheld that probably had no business running it. You know, but they did it. And it was fun. It's fun on the handheld. Like, it's hard to point out a lot of the visual flaws on the handheld version. Like, it looks a lot better if you're playing it on a handheld, I will say. This, even on a TV or even on whatever size screen you're probably watching it on, or, you know, you're probably watching it on a phone screen right now or something. The phone screen is 1080p or higher, so it's not going to look as good on there either. Plus, I'm streaming it. So, you know. Mr. Bruce, what has you puzzled, my friend? Is it the fact that we haven't gotten a Sham in the stream and a half? Because that would also puzzle me quite a bit. Even a world drop legendary would be pretty cool to see right now. Why does this game look so brown? That just sounds like a racism at that point. It was probably because it was sunset and the Vita has... the Vita has immaculate ray traced lighting and global illumination, so what you're seeing is actual realistic, you know. Also, no Sham is diabolical. This is run, you can't see it on the TikTok screen, but this is run 1354. We've acquired 43 Shams and 55 bunker SMGs up to this point, so we have had Shams. Just not one in a while. What are you playing on? We're playing on the PlayStation Vita version. We're playing on a PlayStation TV, so it's a Vita without the screen and has an Ethernet port on it and plugs into your television, so cool. All the Vita people are coming online tonight. Look at that. So Bruce, is your last name perhaps Wayne? Yes. Yes, see, it's not brown anymore. Look at this. Look at that lighting from, I don't even know where the sun is. Also, look at that frame rate. That's pretty smooth out there. That's probably close to 60, I think. Like, you got the lighting. Look at the clouds. They move. You got the light painted on this rock right here, and it changed. Look at the shadows. Alright? You can't ask for much more, I think. PS Vita, if you will. A PS Vita, if you will. Yes. Sounds about right. Adam the Second joined, or Adam double I. I will also say multiplayer still works on this version. For anybody questioning that, you can play the entire game all the way through on multiplayer and it will work just fine. Works better than Borderlands 3 multiplayer does. Unless one side crashes out, then, you know, it's going to have some issues, but any game will have issues if you crash. Vita, I'm not that educated. I played on PS3, but mostly remember PS4. Okay, so the PS Vita came out in 2011, and it was the successor to the PSP, the PlayStation Portable. So it was a handheld portable console in 2011 that Sony was hoping was going to be the next kind of big thing for their portable market. Unfortunately, it did not sell well because phone gaming was kind of starting to pick up at the time. But I have one here. This was the second model that they released, the Slim model. What is bouncing around over there? So yes, this is what it looks like. You know, zoom in here. Cut away. Look at me, full screen. This is what it looks like. It's got two joysticks, you know, revolutionary. Big, nice 5.4 inch screen. You can see the TV right there in the reflection. Here's the back of it. Got a back touchpad, back camera, some shoulder buttons and whatnot, and game card slot, micro USB because micro memory card. Like it's nice hardware, right? Like it's really, really nice hardware. It just didn't get the support that it needed. It had an Uncharted game, it had a Killzone game, had a whole bunch of, it got Minecraft, and like it had so many good games, but it was left to die by Sony because it didn't sell very well in North America. And then they haven't made a portable since. Okay, that's what I thought, the handheld after the PSP. Yeah, it is. So, and the original model had the 1000 model had an OLED screen on it, OLED screen, and it looked so good, and the colors were so crisp. It was a little bit thicker in the hands, as any kind of first model console is. It's the thicker version. And then the slim version, they put an LCD on, so it's still a good screen, but yeah, actually portable. Yes, there's a difference between, and we talked about this way back when, but there's a difference between being portable and being pocketable. All the kind of handheld gaming PCs of today and the Steam Deck and whatever you want to call, like Switch, they're portable, but they're not pocketable. And I think pocketable game consoles were the best version of them because they were very thin, right? That's how thick the thing is. The battery lasted like 6 hours on a charge, and it didn't require fans that blow so loud you're required to wear headphones so you don't hear them. And the thing isn't heavy as hell either. Like, you can comfortably hold that thing for long periods of time. And I think the 5.4 inch screen was kind of like the near perfect size for that kind of thing. Like, it wasn't too big. And the OLED model didn't have any, like, bezels kind of built on. The slim version's the same size, it's just that they added a bezel look to it, but because the original version was all black, it kind of just, the screen kind of faded into the front shell. Showing me deserves the follow. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. But yes, I love showing off all the stuff, all the cool things. When we did our Borderlands 1 PS3 playthrough, I had bought the old in-ear style microphone that you could get, like the Sony branded one. We tried to do some voice chat with that, and it kind of worked. It works best when the people you're playing with also have a microphone and it's not coming out of their TV. But, still fun. Even Vita versions of God of War 1 and 2. It did, yeah. They ported God of War 1, 2 to the Vita. You could play the PSP versions natively on there as well. And you could, like, if you're including remote play, you can technically play every single God of War game except for God of War Ascension on the Vita. 1, 2, and the 2 PSPs were native. 3 can be remote played. And then 2018 and Ragnarok can also be remote played. So technically you can just do all of them. It's the God of War machine. Although I would have loved to see a natively built God of War game for the Vita. I feel like that could have been really nice looking with the graphics they had available. I mean, if they were able to do it with the PSP, they absolutely should have been able to do it with the Vita. Those were valid portables for real, indeed. Also, thank you for the share, my friend. Be a one with old school mic is crazy. That's cool. Do you have YouTube? I do have YouTube. I'm streaming on YouTube as well right now. It should be in my TikTok bio. Actually, let me see if I can reach the microphone from here because it's just on the thing. I don't know, it's probably not charged at all, but I got it with the stand. I got it off eBay. Here it is. It works on the Vita technically, but it only works as a Bluetooth microphone, and it kind of sounds like ass, but here it is in the little stand. You can put it into desktop mic mode if you plug it in to power, and it enhances the microphone somehow, but it comes out of here, makes a really satisfying click sound when you put it back in. And, you know, it's got the mute button on there, you got the power up here, you got the charging port up here, and it just sits in your ear like that, and you feel like you're a guy on the phone in your car in 2007. Really cool stuff. Really cool things you can do. Finding the manual for that thing online was a pain, though. This man is a masochist. No, we just have fun around here. Bro, I had one of those. I think they made a couple different versions of them, actually. But, like, that's the Sony branded one for the PS3. PS Vita truly outrageous playing Borderlands 2 in any form at that time. This is the better version of it. This is the better performing version of it. Like I said earlier, I have the cartridge version, so technically I can play version 1. And version 1 was lacking a lot of stability and performance things. This sounds like a horrible idea, but this is making me want to farm a 94 Sham on VR. You know what? We have played the couple streams of the VR version on the channel as well. Those are also, they're further down in the live section, but we did do that. I gotta do that again. I just don't want to stream through the PS4 doing that because it really cuts off a lot of the video. Like the FOV shrinks a whole bunch when you're streaming it through the PS4 software. So I'm able to stream through it with my capture card setup. The only problem is that audio sucks. Because I'd have to use a Bluetooth headset, and all the ones that I have sound like garbage through the mic, but the one headset that I do have could be passable. So, I don't know. I'll have to experiment a little more with that, see what it's like. Don't hurt yourself with the standing up, Milan. It would be a sham. It would be a sham if you fell. I'm being called old and mocked at the same time. I've truly hit the new rock bottom in life. Oh. I'm not even gonna give you a chance this time. What Marvel or DC character would fit as a Vault Hunter for Borderlands 2? I feel like Doctor Doom could be pretty cool for Borderlands 2. I feel like he's got like... Or Iron Man, like he's got the gadget stuff. I think that could fit well. I don't know, I have to think about that one a little bit. I've never really thought about that before. But I feel like Doctor Doom could be pretty cool. He'd be pretty formidable opponent. Or a force to be reckoned with. Where's the shield, man? I've been cheated and lied to. It's making me want to rerun UVHM on my PS3. This on PSTV. Indeed it is, my friend. Indeed it is. I'm sure multiplayer isn't supported anymore, but was it in the Oh, my friend. How mistaken you are. Multiplayer on the Vita version is fully functional to this day. You can invite people. We did last year, and I don't know if we did. I don't know if anybody's online. And at the end of... We might have done at the end of 2024. Look at this. Vita players. And one PS4 player. Vita players. Right? I'm pretty sure this game is not a real game right here, but this one is. When we streamed from all the way from the beginning of normal mode to the end of UVHM, in TVHM to the end of UVHM and the DLCs, we did it all through multiplayer. Mr. Honest Liar graced us with his presence. He just was watching the stream one day and found it and loaded up his Vita. He lives like halfway across the world from me, I think. And he joined the game, and then we played through the rest of the game ever since. It was an amazing experience, and the voice chat still works. Like, I had to mute him because the feedback I was getting was insane, but and also the PSTV does not do voice chat very well. Like, you can do party chat or in-game voice chat, but on the Vita TV, even if you're using a PS4 controller, because it supported both PS3 and 4 controllers, it doesn't use the headphone jack on the PS4 controller. Like, you can plug stuff in and it won't do anything with it. The only way to do voice chat is to use a pair of Bluetooth headphones, and the Vita has awful Bluetooth mic support. Like, it's actually awful. So, and even if I wanted to do that with the PSTV, there's no way to split the audio, so you can't split voice audio and game audio on the system. So I would either be getting all of the audio in my headset and using the mic, and the stream wouldn't be getting anything, or the stream would be getting it all, but then I wouldn't be able to hear anything, or chat with him. So it's I don't know. The voice chat function is very much an afterthought for the PSTV, but it's fully functional in the Vita version. Like, you can plug in wired headphones and do it that way, or just use the built-in microphone on the Vita itself and experience true early 2010s Xbox 360 voice chat quality. Truly ahead of its time. Playing Hollow Knight on the Vita is still crispy, but slow. I have Hollow Knight on the Vita. That game looks amazing on the OLED. Like, it looks, the colors, it's made to look like pixelated and bright colors and by default, right? But the OLED really makes that game pop. The Lego games pop pretty good on the OLED Vita as well. The ones that I played. Does it use the controller speaker? No, it does not. The weird thing about the Vita, though, and it took me a while to figure out what this was, is that if you hold the PlayStation button, you get this little quick settings menu, right? Enable vibration is one thing, and then the controller number is another thing. This makes no sense if you're thinking just in terms of Vita, because the PSTV is designed to play Vita games. Vita games did not have vibration because the console doesn't vibrate, and you only ever had one player locally, which was you. So this is for remote play. So when you're playing remote play from a PS4, you can enable vibration and it'll work. And I'm pretty sure this was the first instance of remote play working with vibration, because then they added it to the app later on. And then the controller number is for if you're playing a local multiplayer game on the PS4, and because you can pair more than one controller to the PSTV and have it work. It's just you won't be able to play any kind of Vita game with it, because they weren't designed for that. Man. Brother. Running out of smart water, man. I will also say, for the new people in here, playing PSP games on the Vita is also pretty cool. Because there were some PSP games that ran at an unlocked frame rate, meaning if you have extra power, then you can achieve higher frame rates. So Battlefront 2 is one of those. On the PSP, it ran at an unlocked frame rate, so it ran okay on the PSP. It wasn't the smoothest experience, but on the Vita, when you're emulating it, you can download it right from the PlayStation Store, so you're not really emulating any. Well, you are emulating it, but Vita is much more powerful than the PSP, therefore it can push games harder that allow it, or that were designed for that. Excuse me. And you can play Battlefront 2 at a full 60 frames, and you can just tell the game to use the second joystick as the face buttons, and then in Battlefront 2 you can put the looking around controls to the face buttons, so therefore you get dual analog stick movement and looking around, and it's at 60. It's quite honestly the best way to play Battlefront 2 on the PSP, well, the PSP version, if that's your thing. I feel like a Borderlands 2 Vita encyclopedia. Ask me any question and I will most likely be able to answer it. Wikipedia ain't got nothing on me. For those who also don't know, you could technically mod your system Vita PSTV and then overclock it, and it will run this game at a slightly better frame per second. In the more challenging areas, it will still struggle, so it's not like you're achieving a stable 30, but in some of the lighter areas when there's not a lot of combat going, it'll hit 30 or sometimes higher. In very small arenas with nothing going on, like the beginning area of the game, you could get it to achieve a stable 60. You got a donation on the TikTok. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate that. Maybe that will get us the Sham we've been so desperately looking for. Or maybe not, I don't know. Man. Got a new Puffco peak, if you know what that is. Thing hits like crazy. I'm assuming is that a dab pen of some kind? I don't smoke or drink, so I'm a loser, but you know, I know some things. Or is it just like a vape? Anybody still use Juul pods? Is that still a thing? So that's still cool with the kids. Where's the shield, man? How many times do I have to kill you for you to drop me the shield? I don't ask for much. It's not dropping it up here at all. We debunked that. Yes, sir. Look at me go. I'm not all for nothing. 2,100 likes on the TikTok. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, my friends. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? There's a SpongeBob quote for everything. I love the young people. So, you like kicking butts, do ya? We'll show you, old man. I love those episodes. I gotta digitize those episodes of SpongeBob at some point. Take them with me wherever I go. Handbrake is a hell of a thing. Just throw a DVD in there. Make sure you install a certain file into the program, because it can't bypass DVD copy protection on its own. But then once you do that, then you can pop a DVD in, set whatever kind of resolution you want it to be at. For me, I was doing it to putting stuff on the PSP, so you can just custom resolution that so it fills the whole screen. Choose the audio track that you want. If you want the full surround sound audio, you can do that. If you want the different language, you can do that. And then let her go, and in about like half an hour, you'll have your movie as a digital file, and then you can do whatever you want with it. from a DVD. It's a great thing. I wonder if the PS3 can do that. Like, if you mod a PS3, can you use it as a Blu-ray disc ripper kind of thing? I mean, I'm sure you can use Handbrake with a port or like a USB Blu-ray player, but I have another PS3, so if I can use the things that I already have, I will. Greetings. Oh, don't even need slag. He's got agility. He was ready for that. This changes everything. Weave. This gun has the same reticle thing as the Bone Shredder gun, so that's probably, yeah. I would say a lot of SMGs, or maybe even pistols, have that reticle, so that's probably the things that it's shared with, and why it's the only thing that shows up when you hold that gun in your hands. I refuse to go 2 straight streams without a sham. The eye. Ah! Brother. You gotta hit me with a triple bunker SMG knight. Why? I don't want these things, man. I'm just keeping track of them for historical purposes. Like, look at this. Everything kind of lands in the middle here. It's like only when he does that does he ever drop anything. It's corrosive, so it's elemental, I suppose, but like, man! Where's the other guy? Tell him to come out. Just being pranked at this point. 1,316 runs. Hold up, Bandit Mag. I'm not gonna use it though. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna collect it. There's one spot left in the inventory. It's for the Sham. Is Bandit magazine any good though? Like, we're getting the RNG, but like we're getting it for the wrong thing. Never mind, I thought it was a baby. Brother, what? He doesn't drop that. Also, the baby maker's like bright purple. Unfortunately, it was not that. It was not something different than what we currently have. For those who are still in here, did anybody watch the state of play for PlayStation? Did anybody have any games that they were excited to see? Saw there's an Until Dawn 2 coming out, and there's a new Silent Hill game, and God of War, and the Wolverine game got some pretty cool looking gameplay. I love the blood physics in that game. Look really nice. They're kind of reminiscent of The Last of Us 2. It looks like, I know The Last of Us 2, it had some nice fluid simulation for the blood, but in terms of how it stuck or interacted with the environment, it, you know, was very limited on the PS4 version at least. But this version, the Wolverine game, looks like, you know, they're using the physics capabilities of the new consoles to their fullest extent here, and I'm all for it. So it looked pretty nice. And there's like some new zombie looking game, I think. You're in like a hospital, it's first person. That one looks pretty horrifying. I think that one will be pretty cool. It's like a stuntman game, or like Hollywood Stuntman or something. That one looked interesting. I'm not really sure what kind of audience that one's for, but you know, I saw the Wolverine and God of War both look peak. I know, I'm excited for for God of War. I'm excited to continue that story and, you know, the new graphics and all that. And the sword combat looks so satisfying. Like, I love a good hack and slash game, and it's just hitting all the points. Analytical gotta be one of the more funnier prefixes for the Bunker SMG in this game. Because it has the word anal. Were you playing on the PS Vita? Indeed we are, Mr. or Mrs. Scourge. Scourge, give the head... Ooh, I saw it in the capture window. Brother, we're getting everything except the thing I want. You're a disgrace. I already own, like, all of you. Go away. I don't want you, man. I want the Sham. All the RNG is coming out right now, and it's pissing me off. This has just gotta be, like, lying for... But yes, we're playing on a PS TV, so... PS Vita without the screen, but, you know, same idea. It's got an Ethernet port on it. That's pretty cool. It's pretty much required. The PS TV, for whatever the reason, suffers a lot from interference. Scorga. Alright, Scourga. Scorga. Marco? Scourga. Scarga. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But, yes, PS Vita TV, or PlayStation TV use Ethernet. It is very prone to interference, even though it has the same Wi-Fi chip as the Vita. It's got the N series of Wi-Fi. It's not quite AC Wi-Fi. So you're getting N series of speeds, which is like 20 megabits maximum. The Ethernet still doesn't achieve more than 20 megabits, but it's a very strong, like, stable 20, and it doesn't drop out of nowhere. Aren't you supposed to be an English teacher? Yeah, I'm supposed to be an English teacher, but names are the one thing that's really hard, because names come from all kinds of different parts of the world, just because, if anything, being an English teacher is probably the worst thing for that, because English cuts a lot of corners and minces a lot of things, and it's a very binary language. Stuff either is or isn't, right? Versus a lot of other languages, there's a whole other layer to how you communicate things, or how emotions are communicated in things, and how different outlooks are on stuff, right? So, you know, I'm giving you an F. Yeah, okay, yeah. I passed my first year at Teachers College. I went to their track and field, too. Got burned to hell. My arms are still finally peeling from that, but I went in to their one field trip thing, too, on Monday, and that was pretty fun. See everybody again. Oh, the look of it on the PS Vita graphic looks so bad, unlike the Switch version. I mean, the Switch is also like a 6-year newer game console and has actual graphic capability. But yes, the Switch version does look better, and it's still locked to 30, which is a little interesting, but, you know, it gets the job done. It works, it functions. You could play online for free on the Vita version, though. Didn't need to pay for it. Still don't need to pay for it. You can get on this version right now and join a friend who's also on it, and then for free, and you're laughing. Mr. Honest Liar, how's it going, my friend? What's the drop rate of the 94 Sham? One in every 5. Yeah, what are you... Oh my goodness! 1 in every 5, he says. Nah. The 94 Sham is a 0.0034% chance of dropping. I could tell you that with my eyes closed. I know the PS3 and 360 don't have the last DLC that was released in 2019. You are correct. They did not get the Fight for Sanctuary DLC, so which I think is fine because the modern versions now require you to have that DLC if you want to do OP levels. Even if you own the Digistruct Peak DLC, you still need the Fight for Sanctuary DLC to actually use it, which is a really stupid. And also the level 80 thing kind of broke two of the raid bosses. Like, they have quadruple the health, so it's like several trillions of health. They cannot be beaten without using game-breaking glitches and stuff. Whereas on the PS3 and 360 version, it's like, oh, OP8? That's doable. We're fine. Level 72, OP8. Don't need the Fight for Sanctuary to use the Digistruct Peak DLC. You can just play it and have fun. Vita version, Digistruct Peak, it's a whisper in the mind's eyes. It's in the horizon, the distant horizon, a dream that is unobtainable. It didn't come out on the Vita, but that's okay. That's fine. It didn't need it. It's still fun without it. I can imagine a lot of Digistruct Peak runs being botched simply because you decided to play it on the Vita version. Why PS Vita, brother? Why not PS Vita, brother? Because we're trying to be the first people to find the 94 Sham on the Vita version, because I'm more than positive nobody else has found it on here. We did our research and did not see anybody who at least documented finding it on this version, so we have streamed every single run of this in hopes to find it one day and then keep the record of it and all that fun stuff. That didn't do as much damage. There we go. Oh! Also, it's to document the Vita version in the process. Because I bet you right now, if you look up footage, or you try to look for footage of this version on YouTube, what you'll get is clips from 2014, maybe something from IGN or Digital Foundry around that time, doing some graphic comparisons with the PS3 version, and maybe you'll get a couple videos of people looking back on it in the last couple of years, like, was it really that bad? I bet you that's all that you'll find. You won't see somebody who's sat down and streamed the whole thing and put the whole game online other than me, I think. Which is kind of insane to think about. I don't think anybody else has ever streamed the full game from normal mode to UVHM DLCs like we have, and did commentary and met a lot of cool people while doing it. And did it multiplayer. TVHM and UVHM runs were also multiplayer, so we're having fun. We're giving it the love it was sorely lacking back in its heyday. And I mean, hey, it got a PlayStation TV update to even work on here. Now, I was doing, I was looking back at some stuff, and I don't think this version got a PlayStation TV update because they cared, like, because they thought, oh, it already exists on the PS3, it won't be that hard to make it work on this. I think it only got the PS TV update because it came out the same year as the PS TV. Like, that it came out in 2014, and I'm guessing there was probably some mandate for Sony at the time to be like, hey, any new game that comes out at least this year, or maybe like the year after, has to be PlayStation TV compatible. And, I'm guessing a lot of games before then weren't required to. When did Killzone Mercenary come out? Was that 2013 that one came out? I don't think it came out in 2015. So I think that was probably one of the ones, like, of all the games, other than Minecraft, I don't count Minecraft, because Minecraft already existed on consoles, and, you know, it's virtually the same game. Like, I think Killzone Mercenary is probably the one game on the Vita TV that got, like, a full, proper session of making it compatible with the Vita TV, because it used a lot of touchscreen stuff too, but they made it so that you didn't need to rely on that. And they changed all the button icons to match the controller you decided to play it with, so PS4, PS3 controllers. You know, it just looks really good too on the TV. It's pretty much a console quality game anyway, so you know, there's no reason why it shouldn't look that good. Oh. Thinking we go to run 1370, and then we call it a night. It is getting quite late, and as much as I don't want to leave the stream without finding a Sham again, you know, our chances, I fear, are not the highest, seeing as how we found 3 bunker SMGs and a cosmetic. I fear the RNG was used up mainly for those things. Whoa. That's a lot of money. All-nighter? Yeah, no, I don't think so. I do not possess the ability to do the one time I did an all-nighter, and I don't even know if you could count it as an all-nighter because it was by accident, was, I think it was last year at some point, early last year. I don't know what I was doing. I just could not fall asleep. So, okay, so I'm awake the whole day already, right? And then I couldn't fall asleep that night, and I quite literally sat in bed all night, not falling asleep. The sun comes up, and then I wake up, and I go about my day, and then I didn't go to sleep till like midnight or 12:30 or something. And by the end of it, I was up for, I think, like 38 or 39 hours in a row. Like, stupidness. It was like, and the creepy thing is, I think, or like not the great thing, is that even kind of by like the 11 o'clock marker of the second night, I still didn't feel tired. Like, I think my brain was starting to get tired, but like my body didn't feel tired, so, you know, like I could tell I was missing things, like speech wasn't coming out properly, or, you know, thoughts weren't being thought all the way through, and all that. I think it was because my blood sugar was low. Like, when my blood sugar kind of hovers around the 4.0 range or less, your body gets shots of adrenaline to keep itself alert and awake so you can tend to the low. But I was drinking juice like crazy, and it wasn't bringing it up, and I think at some point I just unhooked my pump from myself, so I wasn't getting any insulin, but it just wouldn't come up, and all night I was just sitting there. Crazy thing. So that was like the longest I think I've ever been awake consecutively. Emulsified. Oh, come on, I hit you. Don't give me that. I'm not liking the drop pile, man. It's just physically painful at this point. Are you kidding me? 3 bunker SMGs, 2 customizations, no shams. I'm being made a fool of. Now it's making me want to do more runs, as the RNG's flaring up now, it would seem. I don't know. Let's see. Skags never appear alone. Keep an eye out for their dens. You don't want to get overwhelmed. I'm on the Vita. There's a limit to how many enemies can be on screen at one time. It's probably alone. Spike shields do damage to enemies that attack you. It's also called Thorns 3. We're getting there, though. 3 bunker SMG. I think that's the most drops of anything I've ever had in one stream. 3 bunker SMGs, 2 customizations, 5 drops. I think the next closest was the night we had 4 sham drops. I don't think we had anything else that night, but like, it's kind of, it's not good. It's not the thing I want. Bonus damage is granted. It's fantastic for doing a great deal of damage. That's kind of what bonus damage means. I don't know a case where bonus damage does less than the base damage. That would be counterproductive. I want to see somebody edit a GIF of a counter being productive now. Look at the horizon over there. There's people over there that have shams, I bet. They're enjoying life. Climbing mountaintops. Here I am, not one of them. Weave. Few more runs to go. Then we'll call it for the night. Then I get to go to bed. Turn away. Come on. Blade is so satisfying to use. Even with the crappy frames, she still fires really quick. And you can see the, well, you can kind of see the bullet. If you aim, you can see the bullet. Come on, man. Just shooting those out of there. We did confirm last Sham stream you can fire these things out of the air. It's like skeet shooting. Ah, crap. Let's see. Stuff is in the center. Nothing. Pearl looking blues just taunting me at this point. Man. We continue. Has anyone ever actually been happy sham farming? Like, before they get the sham, obviously. Like, is this ever an enjoyable experience for people? Like, I was gonna say, even the main menu music gave up on us. I think last time it did, but 225 on the phone. We got a new subscriber on the YouTube 37 minutes ago. Where's my other notification stuff on that one? Appreciate that, my friends. Appreciate all the support for these streams, honestly. Appreciate whether it's for these streams or for the other streams we do. Fully appreciate all the support during the streams, the subscribing, the likes, everything. Our one Sham stream still remains the second most viewed thing on the channel. The most liked thing on the channel by far. It has 2,000 views, or around, so I think slightly more than 2,000 right now. 50 likes, which is, I think the next closest was, I don't think it was 24. That used to be also attached to the most viewed video, but I think one of the other Sham streams took that one over in likes, like 30 something likes. But the TikTok streams also get a lot of support. We're finding more and more new people who've never seen Borderlands 2 on the Vita before on the TikTok than ever before. I'm kind of happy I decided to stick with that over Twitch after Twitch decided to just stop functioning altogether. When I did streams with the Vita, or maybe the encoder that I'm using, the Apple encoder, I don't know. But the point is, I am thankful for every single one of you, every single view, every single like, every single subscribe or follow or share, whatever you want to call it. Appreciate you all. We'll get the Sham for you guys. Mr. or Mrs. Arain, how's it going, my friend? I'm new to the stream. Why no board? Does it crash? 2 reasons. What was that? Oh. We got a legendary. We've gotten everything except the damn shield. Got a world drop legendary, 3 bunker SMGs, 2 customizations. Bees are coming. Fire bee. I don't think I've ever found one of these before, but I'm not going to take it, but it's still cool that we found it either way. 2 reasons. A, I'm most likely it would crash the game. 2, I don't have a 0 character on the Vita currently. I started with Axton when we did our story playthrough way back when we did the streams, and stuck with him. He's the highest level character I have on here, so world drop Firebee. Wow, is that rare? I don't know. Last time way back when we found the volcano out of him, like, oh, that's pretty cool, and people were commenting like crazy, like, oh my god, you found a volcano, world drop volcano, that's super rare. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. We found a decent amount of world drop legendaries at a bunker up until this point, so. But very rarely do we find them kind of on that outer edge. I'd say majority of them have come out of that the gun that he has right at the end there. But yeah, news. You ever played Borderlands on the Vita, or have you heard of it before, my friend? Not a lot of people have. A lot more people have never heard about it than I thought, actually. I don't know if it's just like Mr. Skeleton and Mr. Strange. I don't have the energy for this. being here watching the stream is fun for real. I appreciate that, my friends. I'm glad it's something for you to watch, right? Like, at the end of the day, even if it's background noise, like, it's something for someone out there. And I'm glad I can be able to provide it for them. So, you know, whether we're having conversations or, you know, just goofing around, it's still fun to be there for people. What are you doing? What are you looking at? Fire rate. I missed a lot of those shots. Do that tracking. No, I will not do that. I've got full health. Any percentage is him. Never heard of BL2 in the Vita. I'm very surprised. Super awesome. You're keeping it alive. Thank you, my friend. Yes, we're playing on the PlayStation TV, so still a Vita. We're playing with the physical cartridge version because why not? Make it even more authentic. We're not playing with mods or anything like that. Played it through like 2023 on the 360. Nice. Also an OG, or you've experienced the OG version at least. The OG way of playing it. No FOV version of playing it. That's good. That's fine. That's fun. 360 version had some graphical upgrades over the PS3 version too. It had the ambient occlusion, the lighting that would bend around the guns when you looked up and stuff like that. So the PS3 version did not have that, unfortunately. It still looked nice, but and the Mac version was just like, oh, sucks to be you. You don't get that even if you crank the graphics all the way up. You don't get the cool things. But, yeah, it's a fun game. It's a very, very fun experience to have and to have with other people. Really wish the VR version had multiplayer, but alas, it did not. They said they were going to do it, and then they never did it. It has all the DLCs for free, though, which is kind of nice. I don't know how much the VR version goes for in the PlayStation Store or the Steam Store, but all the DLC comes included with that. You just have to download it because it doesn't automatically download with the game, unfortunately. Alright, couple more runs and then we shall end it. We'll stop playing for tonight. It was another good stream in the books, though. I could feel my voice getting a little rough here. I didn't have nearly as much water in that bottle as I thought I did. I didn't think I drank that much of it at the movies. What are you doing here, man? You're getting spawn killed. It's a quick kill, thank you. Pre-fire the turret. I hear a jet loader. Come on, let's do it. I swear you can shoot those things out of the sky. Oh my god, it's just not the day. 3 bunker SMGs, 3 customizations, and a world drop legendary. And no shams. The RNG was popping off today for all the wrong ways. You're kidding me. You have to be joking, man. Might play 2 more runs here just to... Or, well, I would be playing 2 more runs. There's a butcher. Ugh. Man, dude. That's just soul crushing. For those wondering if you've ever done the Claptrap Easter egg, the more Wubs menu Easter egg, I can't remember. I think you have to enter the Konami code or something on the main menu. It works on this version. They added it in here. Do that button combination, and then you have to go to like the options menu, and I think you can find the more Wubs button, and it does literally nothing, but it's on here. We tried doing the Lord of the Rings Easter egg too when we completed normal mode, I think. Or no, TVHM. Hope we get a 77 on the last one. I will just like actually burst into tears if we get a 77 on the last one. All that work just to get a 5th 77. Like, that's gotta be... If we get 5 of those, that's gotta be a record for in one sham farming kind of period, I guess, or whatever you want to call that. Like, you know, where you start from farming the sham and then you finally get it. Getting 5 77s has to be a record. Somebody better be putting all this into a book. Ooh. No, Brick. I can't do that for you. For the Krusty Krab. Oh my god. Oh, what a shot. Oh, I missed. Ah, crap. I got one, it's fine. Like, we got 7 drops tonight. That is absolutely a record in terms of hour streams. 7 drops in one night. And the chances that all 7 of those things were not one of the things that we needed. Man, cool looking gun. It's not what I want. Alright, potentially last run of the night. I'll see. Maybe I'll do one more just to distance ourselves from that last customization drop. This better be preparation for getting like 8 shams in the next stream. Because this is just unfair. Any more notifications on the phone? No. Why would there be? Pizza, pizza, today only $3 big cheese slice. What, define big cheese slice? What does that mean? Scale is relevant. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Another quick kill would be nice. But have we been getting anything going our way? No. So I wouldn't hold my breath. Where is this plant even connected to? It's not even connected to anything. Oh, look at that. We got a quick kill. And we got a 94 Sham, yeah? I gotta say please. I've been lacking manners, is that what it is? At least there's no support up here. I didn't kill anybody else, did I? No. Nobody spawned in. Bunker's voice sounds so choppy, it's right at home on the Vita. I'm doing one more run. Just to see, just to confirm. Gotta look for legendaries out here, though. You never know. Could be potential. Nah. Alright, one more run. Then we say goodnight. Run 1371. Let's see if we get any Sham at all. Or if we go for the first time in, I think the first time, 2 straight streams Shamless. 77 golly, it better not be. If we get a Sham, I swear to God, if it's a 5th 77, I will snap my tripod in half and then consume both pieces. Face lock the same enemy multiple times will result in something. Can you double phase lock an enemy? Like if you have 2 players, they're both playing as Maya. Like, does it do anything if you double phase lock them? Has anyone ever tried that before? I would assume it probably doesn't do anything, but like maybe there's some really cool glitch that you can do if you like stack effects with it and stuff and do it in 4 players. Maybe that's cool. My eyes refuse to stay open. Oh. No, long kill. Man. There we go, that one wasn't so bad. brick. I'm gonna block your number. Ah. Oh. Magic. Ah. Ah. Oh, look at the wheeze. Ah. That actually, like, almost put me down. Let's see what we got here. Kinda close to the middle. Oh, would you look at that? Okay. Well, our efforts were fruitless this time. 7 hours, I want to say, total time. Last stream and this stream. 7 hours total. 0 shams. However, we got 7 drops total. 3 bunker SMGs, 3 customizations, and 1 world drop legendary, being a fire bee grenade. And that was it. So luck was not on our side. Such a sham. Luck was not on our side this time, unfortunately, but you never know. Maybe next time, after the last stream where we only got the 1 at the end, the beginning of the next stream, we got like 2 shams and 5 runs, and I don't know, it can go quite literally any way when you do these sham farms. Sometimes you just get unlucky, and then sometimes it's just, you can't help but get shams. What's going on, Mr. Cam? How are we doing tonight? You caught me right at the end of the stream, unfortunately. And it sounds like the Borderlands main music menu has also given up. But in any case, everybody, I thank you all so much for joining me here tonight. You have been amazing as always, whether we're talking about the game or just talking about life in general. You make it fun to be here. You make it fun to put on a little show for you guys every so often. And yeah, I'm glad we could again reel in some more new people who never knew the game was on the Vita, and show them what it was like to play it back in the day. And you know, and also the returning people, and Firestream, Mr. Streamer Dude Man, Sham or no Sham. Indeed, it's always fun. So I'll see if I got a stream going on tomorrow at some point. I'm not sure what I would play if so. Depending on, I'm doing stuff during the day, so depending on when I get back, maybe Ben and I can do a Battlefront stream again. Get more wins in the win streak. Maybe we'll get to 300 wins in a row. Who knows? But yeah, this weekend I will most likely not be streaming. Saturday night maybe. I don't know. Like I said. So, yes, see you maybe tomorrow. Peace. Good night, Mr. Donut Lord. Good night, Mr. Strange. Always sticking around right till the end. So, yeah, I wish everybody a great rest of your night or rest of your day, depending on when where you're coming from. And I will possibly see you tomorrow. If not, I hope everybody has an amazing weekend, and I will see you next time. So, take it easy, everybody.